Hey, fucking better late than never, really. Here he comes. Hang on. 2 seconds.
Oh, he's here. He's turned up.
Hey, I'm here. How do everyone?
Well, at least it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, why I got that. I don't know. No idea.
It doesn't matter, does it?
He's here.
He's here on the button. At long last.
Yeah.
I've changed my channel.
We know.
People may have had a little bit of a notice, but still want to do some beer stuff. Still want to be involved with you two guys. So I messaged you, I think it was last weekend actually, saying you two up for a little hangout. We'll have a bit of a laugh. And here we are. So if you're watching the screen, everyone knows this man here.
Shame your finger don't go through there.
Yeah, you can get through the ear hole.
Poke him in the ear or something. Yeah.
These beer reviews. People that don't know, Barry, all the beer, no idea. There's links in the chat to both the channels. So go and give them some love. Both decent guys, apart from Barry, who's a bit of an arsehole. Quickly, I gave Dean a challenge. Barry's going to do a bit of his own thing, I think. But I said to Dean, we've got a tenner. So between us, got 10 quid. Go to any supermarket you want to do and fill your boots for a tenner, whatever you want to buy, and then just bring it on and we'll have a see. Barry's got more beer than fucking Marston's between him, I think.
Exactly. So that's the only reason I haven't joined in on that. But I've probably got easily a tenner's worth of supermarket beer sitting here.
Yeah, so it was a case of Barry's doing his own thing, but we're absolutely fine. So what we'll do, we'll just have a quick smack through the comments. Thomas says hi. Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Tom.
The very lovely Tommy McCallum. I'm just going to turn that telly down.
Don't know Tommy, but
yeah. Tommy.
Anyone who's called Tommy is a man, isn't he?
Tommy up in Scotland. Lovely fella. So hope you're keeping well, mate. Brad Evans. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all staying positive with these testing times. Or tested positive, if that's the same. Is that the same?
I'm surprised you tested of anything with the alcohol you got in your blood.
Oh, yeah, 100%. To be fair, cut down a lot in the last 3 weeks.
I've cut up, I have.
Yeah. Josh Edwards up in Huddersfield. Hello, mate. Hope you're all right. The very lovely June Van Man, who is Dave better half.
I'm guessing.
That's Dave's better half. Hello, June. Phil My FA Cup is here. Brad says hi to June. Neil Long's in. Hello, Neil. Sparta. Hello, Sparta. Phil says, sorry, I've got to change my name back. No, you're absolutely fine. June says, what's happening to Mackay? I don't know. JB's in, not speaking to JB.
Hey, JB.
Hey up, Johnny.
JB's a lovely fella. If you haven't seen JB's spicy challenges over the last couple of
they're hilarious.
When he's shouting at the cat, my fucking mouth's on fire. It is.
Talking to the cat.
Yeah, just shouting at it. He was shouting at the cat. Can't put my fucking mouth. Fucking brilliant.
Oh, dear.
Chris the Butcher.
Hey.
My good friend.
Chris.
Get 5 Duvals for 10. I have had in.
You should have gone for that.
In the box that Wanda made me for Christmas, there was a Duvel in there, and I opened it, but I couldn't drink it. I had 2 sips of it, and it was game over. The smell, the taste, it's just done me. Can't do it. David,
been there before.
Hello, mate. Right, before we go any further, what are you guys drinking?
Oh, I'm going to shock you now. I'm going to let's get the shocking one out of the way first.
Go on then, Baz.
Obviously, I've had some Brewdog stuff, didn't I?
Yep.
And I've got some Brewdog stuff to get rid of. So I'm going to shock you all with the first one. Pale Ale.
Oh.
I'm starting off on a shocker.
Didn't I throw that out the shed?
Yeah, it landed in my house, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm pretty sure that's one of them where I had a massive tantrum and threw it out the shed when Wanda wasn't here.
To be fair, right, I've got the Dead Pony Club as well, and that's just as bad. So that'll be coming up after.
I don't mind Dead Pony Club. It's all right.
I thought it's all a bit.
It's naff.
But I've got some. I have got some good ones. I will save a couple of good ones for later on.
Good evening, Dean. What are you on, my friend?
I'm going to go first with Fuller's London Pride.
Oh, you absolute fucker.
Great start. Great start.
4.7%.
I was watching a bit of Paul's beer reviews earlier, and I was talking about London Pride. He was talking about London Pride while I was at work, actually, and I said there's absolutely nothing wrong with a Fuller's London Pride. It's a great beer.
Lovely on tap.
So in the comments, where you're from, what you're drinking. Hi guys, where are we at? Was that Chris? Hi guys, hope you're well. Great to see you all. Hello Chris, hope you're all right, pal.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm the same with Perno, says June. Now I met June and Dave the day after. I think she was helping Dave with his perfect draft keg or something, and she was extremely hungover and said she was never drinking ever again. And I'm on, so I set the challenge and summarily have done fuck all about it. Been to work today and sent Wanda out to get me some beer. And she's come back with...
Punk IPA.
No, she sent me... I actually sent her to Lidl, and she's come back with 5 Lidl beers, which cost her about £9. And I'm on the Stewart's Brewing...
Small Giant.
New England IPA.
Funny enough, I was in Lidl's today,
American Pale Ale.
and they had a few of them there.
Yeah, they're all right, to be fair. It's probably one of the better ones of the Stewart Brewings because they're all a bit crap.
And that's
I got to admit,
cool
I wasn't
bit,
keen on that one myself.
Hmm.
Not just my own personal taste, but
You're Dean, sorry.
Is that a core beer now? Then is it?
Yes,
On
you got that one. And I've also got, giving the game away a bit really, Brave Hop from Loch Lomond. That's one of their core beers. And the other one is Luminous Lights, the New England IPA from, is that 71 Brewing?
yeah.
Something like that. Can't remember.
Scottish outfit again, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all, I mean, the stuff that's gone into Lidl's this year, I think Lidl's have blown probably most of the season. For their festival stuff, I think they've got to be very close to Supermarket Beer Retailer of the Year when they've done their actual festival bits and pieces.
Yeah. They pulled out some stunners over the. I mean, this year especially, I think they've really gone to town on pulling, some good beers out onto the shelves, and that Belgian box as well. I think that was bloody good value.
Well,
Absolute steal. That's been going in Lidl for about 3 years now. That has.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
Really good beers in there.
Josh Edwards says he loves London Pride. Phil Smith, there you go. Back to I know these people when they don't change your names, it confuses me. Don't take a lot. JB says love London Pride in cans.
I've never tried the. They done another one, didn't they?
The unfiltered version.
The EU one, Dean.
They did an unfiltered version in a little 30ml can, but I didn't. I think I reviewed it. Yeah, I did. And it was one of them sort of what's the point beers.
Right. Not enough difference.
Well, I mean, it's been a few years since I've had it, but I just didn't. I didn't get it back then. Didn't get it.
So Dave asks, "What you're from and where you're drinking?"
Who, me? You? Him?
No, everyone in general.
Oh, right.
Chris the Beer Dog, just on squash now. Had 4 ghost ships while I cooked dinner. May have a cider later, though I've run out of beer. I haven't got. The only thing I've got left in the fridge after these is the Pointer American Pale Ale, which I've done a video on, but has gone flat. It was all right when I poured it, but again, I don't know if the valve's faulty because when I there wasn't a lot of carbonation hiss come out of it, and it was okay, but I just can't get it right.
Get on to them, man.
Yeah, I mean they sent the new tap out. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
I grew up drinking Fuller's beers. I'd love to have a pint of Chiswick.
Oh, Chiswick Bitter, yeah. That's a beer that I wish they'd bottle again, but they stopped doing that years ago. Chiswick Bitter, yeah.
Don't mind Small Giant. It's me. It's a bog standard American pale ale. It doesn't do anything fancy. Is it drinkable? Yeah. Is it great? No. But it's £1.69.
Yeah, it's what I mean. You can't argue with it. It's one of them beers where you just sort of like the situation that we're in now, where we're just having a beer together, or having a chat.
Yep.
And you just drink it and forget about it. And just
easy drinking.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's.
All those beers. I'm sure the beers you two guys have picked will be exactly the same.
Well, I've got 4 Fullers, and then I've got a bottle of Westmount. £8.20. I think mine come in.
There you go.
I honestly don't know what I would have picked up, to be honest, if I'd gone to the supermarket.
I would have gone into Tesco's probably, because it's the one that's easily accessible to me. But I thought about it and said, well, I'll go into Lidl's, and I asked her to pick one of each, and I would have gone to Tesco's after I got home. But bless her, she's picked up 5. It comes in at £9. I probably wouldn't have done any better.
Well, my Morrison's is crap, so.
Oh, well, mine might as well be Maitland. It might as well not even be there.
Crap. It is, but I would have found something there to pick up. But.
So, Lou's Life, which is Mrs. Chris the Butcher. Hi all. Someone mentioned Pernod, something I'd never drink again. I think we've all got that one drink that just the mention of it is like that.
Drambuie.
Oh,
seriously,
nice looking bottle.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a story for you now. On a Sunday night, a couple of mates used to come around about 7 o'clock. We're going back a few years now, so they used to come around. We'd have 4 or 5 beers before we went to the pub. So we'd have a go on the old Mario Kart and Street Fighter and all that shit. Yeah, end up down the pub and neck a few back then. And this one occasion, one mate bought a bottle of Drambuie with him. So once we got back from the pub, we went back to my house and started lighting it and drinking it and all that lot.
Jesus Christ!
And ended up rather ill. He ended up getting his head smashed in the hospital and that. And the lad who got him there was sick on the floor in the hospital.
I didn't
feel very good when I woke up. So
probably is. And then after it's like Duvel now. You mentioned it's like I walk past it in the supermarket and I like start shaking like a shithouse door in the wind. It's just I can't look at it. I can't. And when Leah got it for me in the box, thought it'd be hilarious. And when I opened it, I knew instantly the bottle, and I'm like, oh no. So I opened it with the intention of drinking it, but it wasn't happening. I had the smell of it was instant, and then I had about 2 sips. I said to Wanda, I can't have it. How about
exactly
you, Dean?
How I feel with Drambuie.
How about you, Dean?
Probably Ouzo.
Oh, yeah, I've had a bad one on Ouzo actually. That's probably another thing I couldn't drink.
I got fucking absolutely slaughtered on it when I was in Rhodes for a fortnight, and we landed at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we chucked the suitcases in the hotel and went straight out because the town was still lit up. And they were giving it away as shots to get you in there, and I got absolutely wasted on the stuff. And then terrible.
Right, we've got loads of comments. Let's try and catch up with these comments. Bongo Bob 27, Choco Noco was great. That's the stout from Lidl's, wasn't it? The Mocha Choco. No, it wasn't. Was that the coconut one? Choco Noco.
I never got around to trying that one or getting it.
Really nice.
Yeah, I was thinking of Choco Blocker then, but no. Yeah.
Did you look for the burger stack at B&M? That burger stack is okay, actually. Brad. Scott, where'd you say that about Lidl just finishing Brave Hop? Got 4 luminous lights next. awesome beers. I think they're all right for the price. I can't knock them. Well, I could, but there's no point. Oh, so JB's one. I haven't seen this. What do you think of Sainsbury's announcement of craft beer? Have you guys seen it?
I've only seen John's announcement about them. Looks like some good ones going in there, but unless I go travelling miles, I don't suppose I'll see them.
About bloody time though.
Yeah, they're like Asda and they well behind it.
They're the worst ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
certainly where I am.
Tesco's Wave 1. They should have been on the ball then on Tesco's Wave 1. They should have said, right, we're having a piece of this as well.
Yeah,
and they didn't. They were lazy.
And they've dipped their toe every now and then with. I know they had alpaca and
bits and bats in it. Bits and bats.
A couple of Michela stuff in there and there, but odds and sods, but that's about it. Good evening, Villa. I'm going to brutalise this. I do apologise. Villa Linamar. Good evening, guys. Greetings from Finland. I have in the glass my own traditional Finnish beer called Sahti. What sort of style is it? Interested in that? Never heard of that. Hi, I Wander in the background. I don't know where Wander's gone. I think she's talking to Chantel or something. It didn't bother. Okay, so a bit of chatting going on in the background. Jamie Lee is Chris and Lou's daughter. Hello, Jamie. Hope you're all right. Phil said, Scott, I poured the luminous lights earlier. Not joking, looked like a banana milkshake with an inch of sediment. Me being a proper boy, drank through it. Tasted proper fruity. What's wrong with sediment? There's nothing wrong with sediment.
Nothing wrong with that. Just swill it round, get it down your neck.
Good for you.
It's like people that turn their nose up at a cloudy beer, like the old camera snob, something like that. Just fuck off.
Yeah. I'm not drinking that. It's cloudy. It's
cloudy. What's wrong with you? I know you had an oxidised Stuart Brewer Ipa a few weeks back, but I had one before and enjoyed it. I have had a couple of them that haven't been great. I've got to be honest. I think it was the Brave Hop. I had a Brave Hop I think it was earlier in the week, and that wasn't great either. But I think at £1.69, I think you take your chances a little bit. And
it's worth a gamble, isn't it, at that price?
I ain't going to moan if it's shit.
Yeah. You're paying $1.25, and if you buy a 4-pack of Carlin or Foster's, you're paying pretty much $1.25 a can for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you're stupid enough to buy that, of course.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Said Pernod and Black. June says. Jamie says Deserrano. I'm not a huge fan of anything like that. Neil Long says Southern Comfort makes him fucking ill.
I've got to admit, I've had a few bad evenings when I finished them off with Paul.
Dave. Yeah, Dave never drinking his own piss again.
I've made the bathroom purple or reddy colour quite a few times, and I got to admit, I think I had a glass of port just before Christmas when we met up with the father-in-law and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the first glass I've had in 3 years, probably. I got fed up at drinking too much. It is, and it was always at the end of the night.
Yeah, finisher.
It was and generally about half a bottle of it. That was after beers and wine and.
JB says Black Tower.
Black
Tower. Fucking hell.
Someone's going to say Mateus, isn't they? Or Matthias Sets, isn't they?
Yeah, Matthias Rose or something like that, isn't it? Maybe the old bottle, wouldn't it? Like that in the 70s.
The old wax hanging down the side of it.
No fucker ever drunk it, though. It just sat there looking nice.
Yeah.
June says, Scott, I've got several. Malibu and pineapple was another. I think I told you about the saucepans. Yeah. You did. Dram Spewy says,
Neil. With you there, mate.
I'm so far behind. I'm useless. I need Wanda sat beside me so she can put the comments up because I'm fucking hopeless at it. Conclusion: I'm a lightweight, lose a lightweight, and can't drink any shorts. I don't mind Jack Daniels and Coke, but I haven't had it for years. Years and years and years.
I used to have it with Canada Dry, Jim Beam and Canada Dry.
Oh, okay.
It used to be quite a nice drink to have.
Paul's doing evening news slags. How are we doing?
Very nice, isn't it?
Chris May, cans of Ghost Keg, stupid questions, I'm sure. Oh, okay. Gin for June is about it. Also, enjoy all of your channels, guys. Just wanted to give a big shout out to Paul's Beer Reviews has once again done a great live stream this afternoon. So Paul does a live stream now at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. And he's got a really good time there where most people will be at the pub or at the football. And he's sort of made that sort of 3-4 hours his own, really. And I think he's done a great job. He gets Abby, his good lady, in with him as well. And it's nice to see, to be fair.
I reckon he only does it, to be honest, so he doesn't have to watch Tottenham. Or you need a drink to watch Tottenham, one or the other.
Definitely will, wouldn't it?
Get ready for all the abuse for now for me.
I can't. Chris says he can't go near cognac. Pinched my dad's bottle out of the cupboard when I was about 12. Drank the lot and none of it stayed in. Can't even smell the smell anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie says, first time drinking Disaronno. I think I was 15. Me and my friends all got put in the back of a police van because police was dropping us off at home and I shat myself. Wanda says, hi everyone.
Hi Wanda.
Wanda's one of my moderators.
Yeah.
She's keeping an eye out on things.
That's it, yeah.
Lou says, Scott, I need you and Wanda to try Lambrini with a splash of strawberry Echo Falls. It's the future, apparently. You guys like wine at all? Any wine?
I like a bit of wine now and then.
Go on.
Not any particular one, really. Just there are some. I like a good German wine, to be honest. But you don't see so much of it around these days.
I've never been. I tried drinking when I thought I was cool. I started trying to drink red wine about 10 years ago and was necking it by the pint. Real understanding what the fucking hell's going on. And it's like, this isn't for me. I've got no idea what it's all about, to be fair. It all tastes the fucking same.
To be fair, it does, doesn't it? They all right.
In it goes. A pint. Yeah, a pint will do.
You get all these wine connoisseurs, don't you, that pull all these flavours out of a red wine. You're thinking, nah, no way.
But they probably think the same about us, lot. To be fair.
I was going to say maybe. That's probably right.
Yeah,
it probably works.
Chocolate. What's he on about chocolate?
Chocolate smells like fucking tobacco, you cunt.
Tobacco. Let's not get back on the tobacco again.
She's fucking brilliant. We are going to do some more beer reviews. They aren't going to go away because I do genuinely like Wanda's beer reviews because someone put a message on one of the videos the other day. Don't take this personally, but Wanda doesn't know what she's talking about. And I went back and went, no, she don't. She's exactly right. But she grew over about a year. Certainly with stouts, that she could really begin to tell you. First of all, it was just don't like it. But now she can tell you why she doesn't like it or why she did like it, and she was pulling flavours out and all sorts. And I think she actually became one of the most honest reviewers I think I've ever seen because it was what she thought.
Yeah, I think everyone's like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Well, some people. So Christopher Butcher and friends said we still need to sort out the shit beer show where we all drink Stella and Newcastle Brown.
Oh, don't worry, I've got Stella in the fridge. There'll be one of them coming up in a bit. Don't you worry.
So Chris only drinks Stella. Newcastle Brown, I think Heineken, and then Lou bought him 24 cans of Red Stripe the other day because she doesn't like him.
Just out of curiosity, Dean, what you got in your PD at the moment?
Dupla.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's lovely, mate. It's lovely.
Yeah.
I did a video earlier on. I'll put it up tomorrow or Monday.
I am fucking so far behind. Right, Phil Smith. Scott, I've drunk a lot of beer, never had to down an inch of sediment, but fuck it. What can you do? I don't. It's the only one that I really objected to. Me and Dean had it. Was that Guava Have Faith from Northern Monk? There was fucking chunks of stuff.
That was never right, was it?
No.
Never right, that one.
Wanda says, when I have wine, I have to add lemonade as I'm a weakling. Sparta Beer Reviews, I will not have vodka anymore because of last year. Oh, sounds like Wonders. What happened last year? Need to know now. Wanda said, not had it for a long time, though, as I end up in trouble. Yeah, Wonder and wine. But then I'm going to be fair. If I have a couple of Imperial Stouts, my gob will run away with me, and we end up having arguments. So we have to be sort of quite careful with that. Beer Crony, hello Chris. Hope you're feeling better, pal. Was really looking forward to your live with Dean the other week. I know you haven't been feeling.
Yeah. I noticed that didn't go in.
Hope you're all right, mate.
Nah, there's always another time to do it.
Drinking pints of our
sure.
Christ almighty. About MD 2020. That was a fucking stuff as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I never read that.
Oh. More chocolate stouts than cider now. Yeah, I wonder lots of chocolate stout. Blue Van Man, I thought you reviewed food. I'd love a review of your piss. That would be awesome. Not sure what June would say. I don't think June would say a fucking word, to be fair. Negan says, evening all. Love you in the what a fucking program. Back in March.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Wrigley. Hi Scott, I like Bud and your videos are so funny. Well, thanks for us looking at our videos. Bud shit. I hope that's no offence. So what are you guys?
That's it, Scott. Win them over, mate.
Yeah, what are you guys coming up review wise?
Hey,
what you got coming up review wise, you two?
Go on, Dean. You go in there, Mark.
Well, I've got my Dupla Perfect Draft versus Bottle video, which I'll either put out tomorrow or Monday, and then whatever else comes, don't know. each day sort of thing with beer now. I've got no backlog anymore.
It's a new day.
Unlike me.
Yeah, unlike Barry, he's got a fucking pipeline to his house.
I got the next 12 months sorted, put it that way.
Years.
Yeah. Well, it's a good job I got all that Belgium stuff still, isn't it?
Fucking hell. Wanda says, even with Lambrini, I'm even worse as it's easy to drink, even more so with lemonade. Makes me think things I shouldn't, sadly. I'm going there. But
we're all the same.
Look, we're all the same. I'm as bad as you, Wanda. So don't, I still love you.
Go away.
Paul's beer, one word down for Barry. Nundobbly? Who's that?
He's an arsehole. Place for Tottenham.
Phil Smith says, our Saints fans are loud.
I don't know. John's been on, hasn't he?
John's all right. And so's Phil, to be fair. Got to dash for a little bit, I'm afraid, guys. You know what's coming. Tyrion needs a walk. JB says, remember drinking Hofmeister and Blue Nun. Called a taxi, passed out in the phone box, shit my pants.
I can't believe how many people keep shitting their pants.
Well, my
think about it first before you tell us, Scott.
No, the worst thing probably I've ever done is we were in, and this has nothing to do with drink, but we were in Disneyland a couple of years ago. So it's me and Wanda, Chantel, Archie, and Leah. The kids had gone back to the hotel. Me and Wanda she wanted to stay for the fireworks. I was knackered, so we left. And as we were leaving, the kids got back. As we're leaving, I farted and shit myself. And I'm like, brilliant. So I've had to sit on the bus all the way back to the hotel. Get back to the hotel, in the door, and we had to join indoors to the kids. So I opened the door and went, shit myself. And they went, oh, what did you go on? I went, well, nothing, just shit myself. But I've never lived it down, to be fair.
And now everyone knows.
I know everyone knows. Wine gives June a headache, and that's just from the smell. Yeah, I can't do wine. Wine's not for me. I'm not a wine drinker.
Just going to crack another tin.
All right, bub. Hi, Scott. Hi, Cad. Good to see you guys. Thank you, mate. Hello, mate. Hope you're all right. After last week's adventure around Portsmouth on the Ghost Live, which was just the weirdest thing I've ever done, to be fair.
Did you shit yourself then?
Yeah. Down that fucking tunnel.
And was that why you come down the slide backwards?
Yeah. Blue Nun. Fucking hell, Blue Nun. My brother-in-law is a wine snob. Yeah, gets on. Yeah, I don't get wine. Wine's just weird. I was saying hello to June and Wanda. So Wanda says, for the crap beer show, the ladies should join in with wine and stouts. I'm up for that. We'll do that. What do you think of soft drinks like Coke and Pepsi?
More of a Coke man, I think.
I like
Pepsi for me.
I drink zero. I'm not a lover of. I had this discussion with Wanda yesterday when we were most fucked off. That drove up to Great Ormond Street yesterday, and all I wanted was a bottle of Dr Pepper. I love
Dr Pepper. Yeah,
favorite drink. Gets in the car. I've got to stop to the garage, walking towards the car, and I've had a meltdown because I've picked up a fucking zero. Dr Pepper zero, and I'm about to kill someone. And but I'll drink. I will drink Coke Zero or Pepsi Max every day of the week because I prefer them over the full fat stuff. But with Dr Pepper, I want the full lot. I want everything.
Yeah.
I want all that shit.
I find normal Coke and all that a bit too sweet.
Yeah, same as me. Yeah, no, I can't. And if I get it, I don't like it very much.
I'm the one who goes into McDonald's, orders 3 portions of fries, 2 Big Macs, and a Diet Coke. I am
just to make you feel better.
Yeah,
I want a diet,
and they all look at you as if to go, "Fat cunt."
You got 7 bags.
Pig, sorry,
7 bags of shit, and then you got your Diet Coke. It makes you feel better.
Yeah, I am trying.
I'm not hard enough though. Apparently.
Yeah.
You should see the size of we.
I'm starting off on the drink first, calming down on the drink. I'll worry about food again.
We came
there we
go.
Dead Pony Club.
No, fuck me. I don't mind Dead Pony Club.
I'm getting rid of them, Mon.
Yeah,
it's getting better. It's getting better, trust me.
So Wanda's talking to Cad. Wanda, did you cook with red stocking? Oh, God, no. The red stocking, yeah. Hi, Dean. So Wanda says, hi, Dean and Barry. How are you both? It's just like old times.
Are you, Wanda? I'm fine. I'm sure Dean is. He'll tell you.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it? To be honest, it's been a while since we've had a chat.
Yeah, last year, wasn't it? Is it the beginning of last year?
I don't know when
Chris. Halfway through lockdown, I think.
Which one?
I don't know.
Fucking know which one.
Yeah.
Was there more than one?
We're on lockdown 904, I think now. We have something like that.
Oh, just fucking.
MD20.
Live with it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking depressing, isn't it? It is. Danny Bloom, MD 2020. Shout, Scott. Hope you and the family are well. All right, Danny. He's a pompy lad. I've said we'll have to meet up for a beer when everything's fucking done and dusted. Steve Griffiths, evening, gents. What are we drinking? Over to you guys.
After you, Dean.
Just open the ESB up.
Oh, fucking, he's going in, isn't he? He's not missing.
He is, isn't he? I'm afraid I'm on the old Dead Pony Club at the moment.
And I'm on these cheapest chips, small Stewart Brewing, small giant American Pale. I've gone cheap. Dave says, like Strongbow. Never likes. Oh, fucking, that's a tramp juice, isn't it? Strongbow.
Cider. That was a good.
White Lightning,
White Lightning.
also known as Sarson's malt vinegar.
Cat Everett, a high wonder. I loved your ghost trip too. So good. You and Scott going into the park afterwards was awesome. Ended up in the park. As you do. No winos.
Shame.
Yeah, I was gutted.
You took your special brew and everything, didn't you?
I took everything. I took a hammer.
You were going to share it, weren't you?
I took a fucking taser just in case, you can never be too sure around here.
Yeah, a rucksack full of Orange Boom to hand out.
Orange Boom, Christ.
Orange, Jesus.
You know what, right? Do you remember when Frank Bruno fought Mike Tyson for the first time? You're going back, 96, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Bought a case of bloody Orange Boom and drunk 17 cans that night. And then had about 4 hours sleep, and then about, I don't know, midday went up the park and tried playing football, and there was 3 of us falling arse over tit trying to kick ball. Things you do.
Well, when I did the Brighton Marathon 2 years ago, and I was in heavy training, but had a works night out. So I drove to, it's not going to be about 12 miles to Fareham, drove up there, left the car at my mate's, and got the train back, and taxi back, I think. And then the next day I had I've got 12 miles to do as part of my training. I'm absolutely hungover as fuck, but my car is still in Fareham 12 miles away. I'm like, well, I've got to go. So I sat here till about fucking 3 o'clock, just sat on the sofa like that. No. And I did it, but I felt awful. It's just horrible, absolutely horrible. Lee W. Hi Scott, why can't you turn up with a chainsaw like Mad Dan? Mad Dan was, what a nice bloke he was. I said to Dean, I was a bit nervous because I've never spoken to the guy. And obviously you don't know how people have come across. We did a dry run that morning for about 10 minutes just to make sure that the connection was all right. But what a top man. And we're going to have him back probably around June time, something like that. But we're going to do it the other way around. We're going to be in the morning and he's going to be in the evening because it's only fair.
That was a quality hangout, that was.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, you both gelled. You both gelled quite nicely with it, and it was just smooth and funny. It just all synced up quite nicely with it. Yeah, he
had his missus in Kirsty that we've never seen. She was really nice as well, and it just, I thought we'd probably do an hour and it'd be done. I think we ended up doing 3, and just a really nice bloke. I couldn't. And genuinely, he messaged me. I got his phone number, and he messaged me and said, "Thanks ever so much for having me on." I'm like, "No, we'll have you back." So he's going to come back on probably sort of early summertime with a bit of luck.
Cool.
Home brewing. How is the home brewing experiment? The video's done. I don't know when it's going to be up because Marmite Mania is coming tomorrow with just fucking tons of Marmite. And the pint has come in. It'll probably be Tuesday, I think. It's okay, but I still think I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
I think that's the general thought about a lot of it, to be honest. I think a lot of people are unsure what's supposed to be what.
I mean, the one to say. I mean, I changed it up this time, so I put lukewarm water in there to try and activate that yeast a bit more. And it came out all right, but it still tastes really yeasty and malty. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I've done everything that people sort of suggested me to do, so I don't know.
Is that the APA?
Yeah.
I've got that to do. I have myself.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pour the APA away. I think I had a one before I came on tonight, and it's flat as fuck. So I'm going to bin that, and I've got the stout to do. I'm going to do the stout next. Let's see how I get on.
Put it through the physics, mate. I'll open it up.
My missus has just walked in like a fucking go like that.
Chris and Lou, I know what Chris and Lou are eating tonight. Chris told me, but they're doing a review on it, so I'm not going to divulge what they're having. But they're having their favourite takeaway. Paul's beer reviews. Tell Dean to keep it down, would you? Can't hear a word. Fucker.
That's me, mate. That's me. Sorry.
Simo, evening, gents.
I do, Simo.
Had a nice conversation with Simo earlier. Nice guy. Really nice chat. Wanda says, nice. What takeaway are you getting? She can't say, Wanda. Not loud. It's a secret. Fucking hell. I'm so far behind. I'm useless at these comments. Wanda, can you come and help me? Lou needs a battered sausage to gain strength after 10 seconds. Phil Smith, Chris, stop walking Tyrion. You will wear his legs out. Right, I'm going to go and get another beer.
Good man.
Scott, that ghost footage on the video. Joyce, full fat Coke. Diet Coke just isn't the same. Wanda's a full fat Coke person. Scott, in the comments, you're highlighting our blur. Did you know otherwise? Fantastic live feed.
Excuse me.
Oh. I don't like cold soft drinks at all. Got to be tea or gin. Freaky the Park ghost thing. I think I should send that to Dean ages ago, to be fair. No worries. Right. You guys chat between you, and I'm going to go get me beer.
Okay. How's that dead pony going down?
Not much left, Mum. Drinking it.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few in the fridge, so I'll just.
I think that's a beer that's maybe changed over the time where like Punk IPA changed. You know what I mean? I've noticed that with a few Jackhammer as well. That's not the same beer as it used to be.
Well, I'm quite late to all this, and I really, to be honest. So I think a lot of them have changed already. For me, Dead Pony Club, when I reviewed that over Christmas or whatever, it's the first time I'd had it anyway. So, and the Jackhammer I reviewed last time, it was in Tesco's, was it, or Morrison's? It was released. Yeah, I didn't like it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I just found it a bit too much.
I used to like 5 a.m. Saint as well. I used to think that was a decent beer, but I haven't had that for a long while.
I've not had that.
So we've come to the conclusion that I'm struggling with the comments, and Wanda's going to answer any questions and other bits and pieces in the chat, because otherwise I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Sounds nasty.
I'm going to put the comments on the screen, and Wanda will answer them. Right, I've got on Braveheart.
Braveheart.
He's in there.
I quite like Braveheart, but it's all right. But I have had a couple of cans that haven't been great.
I done thingy the other day, the iWire grapefruit thing on the PD.
Rock.
Carmody Rock.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's a hell of a lot different from the can for me. The can I found a bit too much. I
never reviewed the high wire. I have had a box of that, and the grapefruit for me was just overpowering it. I don't mind. I like Elvis juice, obviously. That's a grapefruit infused IBA, but that high wire for me was too much.
Nothing like it on the PD. Absolutely nothing like it. Less carbonated, and got a much better body to it.
Right.
And nowhere near the grapefruit, not overpowering like it. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm glad as well, because they're expensive kegs, aren't they? So
yeah, that's like, what's that, 40 quid, isn't it? 38 quid, is it?
38.90. So
yeah.
So two seconds. So that for Villa, I'm going to butcher his name again. I do apologise. Linama. Sarti is a traditional Finnish beer. It's spiced with juniper twigs and berries. Sarti is fermented with bakery yeast. Beer is kind of like wheat beer and is uncarbonated.
Cool.
Sounds quite nice. Yeah, sounds different.
Yeah, interesting that is.
Dave said he does like Brother Cider. Just Simo's just getting stuck into a Spartan. Barry's very familiar with Spartan.
Decent, that is.
Not got anything on the perfect draft, so going to make a start on clearing the beer fridge. How many beer fridges you got, Simo? About 10. I've never known it. I think Simo gives you a run, Barry, for beer collection in any one go, because whenever I see anything, he's just fucking ordered tons of the stuff. It's incredible.
I'll tell you what, there's some I see on that bloody Craft Beer UK. Jesus Christ.
I haven't been on there. I haven't been on any the Facebook beer forums for ages. The only one I do actually quite like is the UKCBF band chapter,
right.
which some of the stuff in there amuses me. But
I don't want there, to be honest. It's just because I'm a member, so you see all the bits coming past.
Yeah, I got booted out of the the supermarket one fucking ages ago, and I think I got booted out of the main one about 6 months ago because McDermott's not all there, is he? He's not there. Wanda, hope you're filling the beer advent calendar for Scott for Christmas. No comment.
He would do, but he keeps drinking it. He would do, but he keeps drinking it, I should say.
We are bringing that is going to come back next year, and it's going to come back in exactly the same form. Not going to do a great deal with it because I want to see how long that box is going to last. It was an absolute work of art. So, what was your favourite beer of last year, you two? Did you have a favourite?
Oh, Christ. Oh, I'm trying to think what I've had. North Star was really good, wasn't it? North Star.
Supermarket. North Star.
Roaster Coaster, I really enjoyed.
Sorry?
Roaster Coaster. I really enjoyed that.
The back end of the year, it come into play a little bit more, didn't it? The back end of the year with some of them releases that sort of like.
Yeah.
ICAP,
off the top of my head, probably ICAP. I really enjoyed that one.
For me, if ICAP was, I had 2 cans that were fucking ruined, and it's put me off buying it. If it was more, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you get it all the time and it's the same every time. ICAT would be up there, but the fact that I was playing roulette with it at one point, I just thought I won't buy it again, and it's a shame because it's a fantastic beer.
I think I had about 4 cans of it, and they were all sound. So I don't tend to buy beers again because there's so many I haven't tried.
Yeah.
So the fact that I've actually gone and bought extra of it and enjoyed them all. But I don't know. There's so many beers I've had. So
it's been nice over the last. How long have we been doing the new thing? We haven't done many beer reviews for a month now. It's been nice to yeah. It's been nice to take my foot off the pedal a little bit and go back to drinking some of the beers that I liked last year, and not necessarily feel the need to go out and find new stuff all the time. And I've actually quite enjoyed. Not the pressure, because there isn't a pressure, but the need to go out and find it.
Yeah.
And go back and enjoy it.
Get a little bit too much, can't it? You know.
Yeah. And it's been nice to go back and actually enjoy some of the supermarket stuff, and just sort of go in there and I pick up a few bits and pieces every now and then, not all the time. And it's nice to not have to worry about, well, I'm going to get that. and that's solely for review. I've got to have that for review. Looking for the breweries. I've saved fucking loads of money this month.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, but we've all been in that situation as beer reviewers. That we've all been there.
Yeah.
Go on, Dean. What's yours then, mate?
Fucking hell.
Dean.
I've had that many beers. I've lost track, mate. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, there's been some real crackers. Don't know.
I'd have to go through mine, I think, in all honesty.
Narrow that down a little bit. What was your favourite supermarket beer of last year?
I mean, you got North Star from Morrison's, haven't you? And then you got Roaster Coaster from Tesco's.
I can think of one supermarket beer.
Go on then, Baz.
That might actually beat them. High Steph and a Dunkel.
Yeah.
But you got different beers, haven't you? The Stefana things, buddy, they're just awesome, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think, without having to be a craft beer, they're just bloody good beers done well, aren't they?
Shark Home Brewing, Kev. I'm going to message you on Instagram because I'm after a beer that I'm hoping where you live you can help me with.
Back in 2 ticks.
So I'm going to message you later, or I might get wanted to message you in a minute. There's a beer I would like, and I'll pay for the shipping if it's reasonable and you can get it here. Then we can come to an arrangement. Dave's been an arsehole. £3.16, which is $3.16, and what does that mean? It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I thought he was super chatting you, Mom.
All the beer. You showed a can of Dead Pony Club, completely different style of can. Can you show us the can again? Hang on, Baz, I'll put you on the screen. Hang on. And I'll remove the thing as well.
There you go.
So it's their new branding, is it? When they rebranded last year.
And my next beer coming up. I got that coming up now.
Punk IPA.
Favourite. Scott's favourite. His go-to.
Yeah. To be fair, I've not had that much of that in the. I bought a box of 4 because I went to my local little Tesco's on Monday or Tuesday, and it wasn't 2 for £9, and I got the ump. Walked out.
I still haven't had any of that double punk yet. Is that any good?
I don't know.
You don't know.
The reason
my view is I didn't like it.
Right.
I found it. Sorry.
No, carry on, Barry. Go on.
Tastes the same as punk, if you like, but just obviously more alcohol. Bitterness was more. It was for me. Everything was just that little bit too harsh on it.
I had the
when they
released it in the 330s on their website. I ordered that, and there was a little race between me and Simon to see who could get it out. And I actually really liked that, the double punk. But I have heard that the double punk that's in the supermarkets isn't the same beer. So they've obviously dumbed it down for supermarket brewing. And I haven't had a can of the 440. And I'd probably, to be honest, it's so long ago, it would probably be a stretch for me to say whether it was the same beer or not.
Yeah.
Which is because I quite like the harshness of it. I like that there's a massive bitter smash in the supermarket only the website only one, but I haven't had the supermarket. I will get a can and have a look at it.
Maybe that was just down to my taste, but I just found it a bit too rough around the edges, shall we say?
It is a very it's very harshly carbonated, very harshly bittered, and it is a smash in the face. But that's what punk used to be anyway.
But it never had any more flavour. It still had the same sort of taste or flavour as punk.
I don't disagree with that. But
just that extra booze and that.
I don't disagree with that. They just ramped up the ABV and the bitterness level. There was no more flavour in it. I don't disagree with that. Blue Van Man, Wanda says, thank you. You three are. So there's a little thing. So Chris and Dave and me, we've got this stupid little thing going around where we give each other stupid amounts of money. So we all get it back. It keeps coming round, and it's just we're all out of pocket. But it's like nominal fees, like stupid amounts of money. Chris is back. How am I doing on the comments? She's laughing. She's laughing, so I'm obviously fucking horrendously behind. Wanda's talking. That's all about us.
Because some of it might be aimed for you.
Okay, yeah. So Wanda's on the comments. She's helping me out. So what beers are coming into? I've not seen this. I'm a bit out of the loop, shall we say, on beer. Sainsbury's, what have they got coming in?
A few Siren beers.
Okay.
Turning Point.
Yeah. Brew York, was it?
Brew York, yeah. And maybe another one that might slip my mind. But yeah, Brew York, Turning Point, Siren.
Brew by Numbers, maybe? I don't know.
The fact that Turning Point are in there is a huge shock to me.
That's the big one, isn't it? That's the big one. There.
Yeah, that's a brewery I never thought that would make an appearance in a supermarket.
No. I mean, we're very familiar with the other ones, aren't we? With the bits that they have knocking around in the supermarkets. But for Turning Point to show up, I welcome it. I mean, there's probably people out there that think, oh, here we go again, fucking another one that's throwing the towel in or whatever. But it's business, isn't it? Especially in this climate.
Absolutely, I'm not being funny. Whatever your views on alcohol are, they draw people into a supermarket. So when you're going in to buy alcohol, you are going to get something else as well. So it's just turnover for them. And anything at the moment that's going to keep, they don't need the fucking money. Let's be honest. I mean, all these supermarkets are fucking multi-billion-pound conglomerates, but it's anybody that turns their nose up at the alcohol industry, they don't realise how much tax that actually fucking generates.
Yeah.
Oh, it's massive. Fucking massive, isn't it?
Yep. Apart from cigarettes,
somewhere.
Cigarettes and petrol, I mean, fucking, it makes the fucking country go round.
Big time, yeah.
I saw somewhere on, I don't know where, somebody had bought some beer or something. They'd commented on saying, can they bought this beer? And I'm certain it worked out. I think it was on the Perfect Draft group or something. Somebody had worked out that with the tax that's paid and however much it's cost for the actual beer and what have you, if you take all that out, it's about 9p the can cost.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the overhead. I remember talking to Lee Hamilton from Hamilton Brewery when I went up and met Lee, and he was telling me about how much the actual each bit costs in the beer. And once you know that, and you guys aren't stupid, you've been around beer long enough, but when you know the actual bits that go into making the beer and how much each bit of that process actually costs, like the canning machine and all these things, and it really does open your eyes. And then you get a beer above, I think it's 8%, and the tax goes fucking mental, and it's just it's ridiculous.
I think that's what happened with the Perfect Draft prices. The percentage, like Quack went up. The keg of Quack went up about £7, and Triple Carmelite went up about £7 a keg.
Yeah,
and Christ, it was something stupid, absolutely something ridiculous, because everyone was moaning, me included, that the price had shot up and that. And I'm trying to think. There was just something absolutely ridiculous. And with the beer tokens, Beer Orc were giving you back and delivering and the £5 for the keg return, there was hardly anything on it when I worked it out. Like, and you think, well, you know, at the end of the day, they're a business, aren't they?
They've got to make money, haven't they? They've got to make money somehow.
Yeah.
Even now, them expensive kegs, that, you know, the Quack and that, if you compare them with bottles, they're still coming in a lot less.
It's just you've got the volume of beer, haven't you? You know, it's whether you want to commit to 10 pints of Quack, you know, thereabout sort of thing, you know.
But if you own one of these machines, that's what you've set yourself up for, isn't it?
Very every machine known to man.
Yeah.
Sobieski says, is iCat made from real cats, like alpacas made from real alpacas?
No, but they do use the eyes out of cats.
Yeah. So Salt should stop making beers from animals. Me and Wanda had I put the argument in the video at the end of it, because we had an almighty fucking argument during the video, because she thought there was actual alpacas in the beer, and we had an almighty great argument about it. It's still one of my favourites even today.
Is it a dog that brews this?
Yes. Went and ordered the new stout from Vocation, thinking it'd be the only one. Now I find out those Barry and Mark twats have done it as well. Waste of time.
I got loads of them, mate. All different ones. Had to get it. Had to get the banoffee pie one.
Hang on, Baz. Hang on. Show us what you got. What's the other one? I'll just take
Hang on then. Bear with us. So, stouts that I picked up. Ones that I haven't had as well. Naughty and Nice. Chocolate stout.
Okay. A bit late, isn't it?
Nah, never too late, is it? Yeah. Double frappy thing.
Okay.
That one. I got the Vocation and Kirkstall.
Yeah.
666 Russian Imperial.
Yeah.
And I got 4 banoffee pies.
Have I done that, the banoffee pie?
No, this is new. This is new, mate.
Banana, didn't I?
Banana and caramel stout, this one.
Oh, okay.
What's the ABV on that? 11?
11.
Oh, okay.
I got 4 of these, and stupidly enough, I'm giving the daughter one. Must be fucking mad. The 666 is 10.9. That frappy thing is 9%. And 7.4 for that one. And just to make it over 35 quid, I added one of them Pilsners, just so I could get free postage.
Fucking hell.
Spend 69p extra and save £5 something on postage.
What's the Pilsner called?
Oh,
Pure Pilsner.
Yeah,
the pure one.
Pure one.
Pure, yeah.
So you got the other one. What's the other one called? That's called oh fuck me.
Did you do a Yakima one, didn't they?
Yeah, Yakima.
Yeah, Yakima. So Wanda says, I see, says Sobieski, I see you did there. I honestly thought it was a head alpaca fur or something in it. Me and Scott had an actual ruck over it. It was horrendous. I think we had to
That's
stop
what the sediment was in the bottom, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we had to stop the camera for about 10 minutes because we were having an almighty great argument in the middle of the shed. Phil Smith, I need to message you about Southsea Brewing as can't get a delivery. Southsea Brewing do some really good stuff. Anybody that wants anything from Southsea Brewing, as long as you cover the costs, I will pick the stuff up and send it to you because they are well worth shouting about. There's some Dave Eastwood, who's their owner and head brewer, really nice guy, doing really, really decent beer. They're the one that are based in Southsea Castle and doing some fucking stunning stuff. Absolutely stunning. Mega Toddy, yeah, guys, love Dean's beer reviews. Been watching him before I started watching you, Scott. Sorry, mate. Class guys, how we all doing? So Mega Toddy is he lives in Pompey and he works in I think he works in the gun war somewhere. I asked the brew, they didn't deny it. So Sobieski says, one day I actually asked Salt Brewery and they didn't deny it, so it must be true. Alpacas are actually harmed to make that beer.
Unless you see it on Facebook.
Unless you see it on Facebook, and it's absolutely true at that point.
Of course,
at that point, yeah.
Wanda says to me, a couple of times she said to me, have you seen the weather coming in? I'm like, no. Said, I said, yes, it'll be horrendous. Like, where's that then? I saw it on Facebook. But there's a fountain. I mean, you can now that Donald Trump's gone, obviously there's nothing else to fucking do, is there? The man was just brilliant.
He was really entertainment.
Entertainment.
You can knock him. He was a Jose Mourinho of politics.
Yeah, mate, the man was an absolute. I mean, you wouldn't want to live in the country with him running the country. I mean, an absolute lunatic that's cost fucking hundreds of thousands of lives. But Jesus Christ, I mean, did you see
serious politics now, isn't it?
Yeah, did you actually see him leaving the White House? It was incredible.
Yeah,
all sorts. It's like fucking hell.
I love it when he does that, doesn't he?
Yeah, they wanted to get him out quick, so he didn't get near that fucking red button, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm pressing it.
I reckon they switched that off.
He just thought it was the doorbell, didn't he? Yeah. Bless him. Thought it was the front doorbell.
Told him it was the doorbell. Don't push that, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Phil says, cheers, Wonder. It's a nightmare as I watch you and Scott. Soundsby Brewing is a huge thing. Scott always promotes on. We've all been here. Yeah, we've all been here in the the world we've lived in. We spent November just doing local beers, trying to give them some love. Some of the breweries were trying to give us the beers, and I was refusing and just saying, no, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to highlight and buy. If you give it to me, that doesn't help you as a business. And I know Barry did the same. I know, Dean, you've been doing this for years. You do Hook Norton and all those the people near you. And I think it's a really important message that we've got a platform, no matter how many people watch, subscribe, do whatever, to be able to promote these local things, whether it's food, whether it's fucking beer, whether it's whatever it is. Then if you've got 30 views and you get them one person comes to them, I think that's a bonus.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing this sort of thing anyway, I think it's only common courtesy to sort of, regardless of if it's beer or not, if there's a product that's going locally in your area, to give it a little review. I mean, beer wise for me, Oxfordshire is not the best place. No. There is, I mean, there's quite a little bit of real ale knocking around the area, but craft beer wise, it's a bit barren. There's bits and bats about, but it's a
same round here, mate. Same round here.
But yeah, I mean, Hook Norton, good traditional old school brewery that knock out some belting beers. So yeah, you just do your little bit, don't you?
I've got a couple. Well, I've got one coming up from a local brewery, and they are literally in Oswestry. So that's a Christmas beer, but I only got around to getting it after Christmas. So, but they've also released a New England IPA. So I'm going to try and get hold of that and be interested to see what that's like. Stonehouse Brewery.
Okay.
They're from Oswestry.
Yeah.
So I'll pick that up and see what that's like.
Well, I think it's also not. I know Dean's in a bit of a barren haven for sort of local breweries, but I think it's nice to. I'm really lucky. Me and Wanda are really lucky.
You've got staggeringly good on your doorstep, really.
Staggeringly good, and I've got a really good Me and Wanda have got a really good relationship with Staggeringly Good. I've got Southsea Brewing Company. I get on well with Dave, their owner. We've got Urban Island. The stuff I've had from Urban Island is really good. Also got Fallen Acorn, and their stuff is tremendous. So we're really lucky where we live that I've got 4 or 5 breweries that I can pinch from at any point.
Pinch being the main word.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dave's gone. I'm well behind with the comments. And now the thing's gone mental. But I know Wanda's keeping track on stuff, so where are we? Dave's gone. Sobieski, I'm really enjoying the new channel. I love the Ghost Walk. So we changed the channel up for a few reasons. Our lives have changed. I put on too much weight and want to lose some. Wanda was never happy with just being a beer channel, so I wanted to swap it up for her. And I got a bit stifled with beer.
Circumstances at home.
So as I said, circumstances have changed at home, and there are a multitude of reasons for changing the channel. But I was the one that was digging my heels in. Wanda wanted to change it a little while back. I decided that we were a beer channel, and that's what we were going to be. And it was me that was really dragging my heels. But I've thoroughly enjoyed the new stuff with Wanda, because Wanda's more involved. I think it's getting Wanda's character out there more as well, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I think she's great. She's coming up with ideas, and it's nice.
Yeah,
I've
it'll
said
mix
to
it
you
up a bit.
before, when we spoke when we had the old phone call, I've said the world's your oyster almost now, with what you can do and what you can just literally do anything, can't you? You can just go for it.
I don't remember. Sorry, mate. Wanda was talking to me. I've missed that.
He's forgotten what he said now.
Sorry, buddy. I'm no good at multitasking.
I don't like fucking repeating myself.
Well, go on. Sorry, mate.
No, I'm saying the world is your oyster now for you and Wanda, where you can do anything you want really now. You've got that flexibility to do whatever.
It's like the Ghost Walk. The Ghost Walk came up about probably 4 or 5 months ago. We were sat in the pub. We went out for dinner when we could, and we were sat over having a few. And we came up with silly things. An old friend of mine came up and said, "Oh, he was doing Ghost Walks," and I said to Wanda, "We could do one live." And I thought, how am I going to fit that into a beer channel?
You could never do it. You could never do it. You know,
No.
you've just got so much freedom.
Yeah.
You know,
You got an
and
audience
in a way, it's quite. I suppose it's very refreshing for you that you can just do anything you want.
And
pin down to a certain product.
I got a bit I'll go into too. I got a bit disillusioned with beer on YouTube, and I just thought, you know what, I want to move away from that with Wanda and just do different things. And just if it works, it works. If people unsubscribe, fair enough. That's their choice. You know,
Yeah.
can't make anybody sort of watch you. We all know that. I've enjoyed changing it up. I've enjoyed some of the stuff that what we were sat here last night, and we've ordered some stuff that is completely off the wall, and just random stuff that we can do now. And I'm not cubby holed into the beer. The beers are still going to be here, still going to do lives with you guys, and I think it's nice. And it was for me, seeing Wanda want to do things is the main point. Is the main point of that.
Well, you've both got. How can I put it? Wanda was always part of the channel, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But how can I put it without it sounding?
It was my channel. It was my channel.
Almost. But Wanda has that personality now. You are literally. It's like Morecambe and Wise or something, isn't it? It's like fucking Little and Large or fucking.
Yeah, it was very much my channel with Wanda sort of assisting along. And what the fuck are these?
You wanna We've got. We picked these up yesterday.
Yeah, Wanda's going to come in because I'm going for a wee.
No, you've got to try these.
Yeah, but
as
I
well.
need a wee one. Yeah, I'm coming in to try.
Wee faster then. Yeah. Have you ever heard of peanut butter puffs?
No.
I think I have.
I love peanut butter, and I like crisp.
I thought you were going to say you like puffs.
Do they taste like peanut butter?
These are from, where was it, Scott? B&M or Home Bargains? I think they're from Home Bargains. They actually smell like peanut butter. I'm going to wait for Scott to come back so he can try it with me. It really smells like it. I love crisps. I love savoury stuff, but I also like my chocolate. So.
Oh, chocolate.
Where'd you get them from, Wanda?
Home Bargains.
And how much were they?
Well, they're about 79p or something. There weren't a lot.
Oh, that's a big bag, yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, fair enough.
Bamba crisp. I've never heard of them in my life. I only picked them up because I like peanut butter and crisps. So I thought, oh, this is interesting.
Are they Spanish?
Let me see where they come from.
Are they?
There you go. They're peanut butter crisps.
We did Marmite peanut butter in the Marmite Mania.
It says they're from Essex.
That's different.
Essex.
Okay.
It's a unique peanut butter flavour, and they're Moorish apparently. They smell like peanut butter.
Let's have a quick food review now. Go on.
Very peanutty.
It does taste like peanut butter.
Yeah, they do actually, but they're all right. I wouldn't call them Moorish.
You're not a peanut butter massive fan, are you?
Well, no.
I like peanut butter.
No. So I've got a brave hop. I'm back.
He's on the brave hop.
Nice to see you, babe.
Are you on the? See you on the?
To polish off the crisps by the look of it.
He's only going because she wants to eat more to herself.
Yeah, that's why she opened them.
That's it. Yeah.
So, are you guys in on anything else? Are you on number 3?
Yeah.
I'm going to get number 4 now.
Number 4.
I'm gonna have new Westmount now.
Oh.
Dean's stepping up a gear.
Oh.
Mark Big said last year I like Loch Lomond Zoom Time. I was a massive fan of Zoom Time. That was one of my favourite beers from last year in the supermarkets. It was great.
Zoom time. Who was that?
Loch Lomond.
Really?
Was that in Lidl's or something?
Yeah, it was.
Not really where I was.
I can't remember what it was now. Whether it was an IPA, I can't remember. A session IPA, I think it was, but it was fantastic. Phil
My
Smith
drinking tonight is an advert for Brewdog. Easy Jane out now. Easy Jane.
It's fucking crap. It's
Is
not.
that the 5% one?
Yeah.
I'm afraid so. It's not too. It's not too bad to drink, but that's what it is, isn't it? Like a lot of these Brewdog beers.
Here's my question to you two.
Go on then.
Best brewery that does the best core beers, the core range, the best core range for you lot.
Top of me head, Vocation.
What supermarket?
Top of me head.
Any supermarket or not supermarket?
Salopian do some cracking beers, but saying that's not their core range as such. That's their black label stuff.
I'm not. I can't comment on Daya. I think things like that because obviously I haven't had anything from Daya.
How have we got the peanut butter in these crisps?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to be really biased, but I'm going to go with Staggeringly Good.
Okay.
Their core
You
beers
like Southsea Brewing stuff?
and Southsea Brewing,
And Fallen Acorn.
but Staggeringly Good and probably Southsea Brewing are fantastic. The beer that if you get it, or I'll order some, is there no beer budget for Staggeringly Good? It's cheap as chips. I mean, fucking cheap as chips. See,
£2.90 in it. Was like £2.80.
Is that a white can? Is it?
Yes, all it is a Citra IPA. So it's a single hopped IPA. It's £15 for 6 cans, right? And it'll be the best £15 you fucking pay all year. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. I downed a keg with Paul on the live and was all over the place.
What ship is the Warrior Fest on?
I've not tried all staggeringly good stuff, so it's hard to.
I've had a few from them.
Yeah.
My local tap house, when they were open, they used to get a Velociraptor.
Right.
Used to get that in, and bloody belting stuff like this. Yeah.
Are you John from Lords?
Yeah, John's on a Zoom meeting. So he's just popping in to say hello. And I'm just going to smack, because I know Wanda's doing, she's keeping all the comments. So I'm not going to, around 10%. So I'm going to let her deal with most of this, because it'll give me a fucking brain aneurysm otherwise. I'm just scooting through them all now. So sub 20 says Yorkshire make the best beer. Right, I'm not being funny. The breweries in Yorkshire are fantastic. I mean, you've got Vocation, you've got Salt, Lords, North. Some of the breweries. I don't think there's any.
It's a beer mecca for sure. Mecca.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of North beer. I don't have much. I don't have a great deal from them, but the beers I've had from North have always been really, really high class.
Lost Cosmonauts is always going to be up there. It's always
exactly what I was thinking.
I can't actually get that at the moment, and it's one of my favourite supermarket beers. It's phenomenal.
What one?
Yeah.
Lost Cosmonauts.
Cracking beer, but I've only ever had one can of it.
For me,
there's just too many out there to try.
I know people go on about the Brewdog and Cloudwater, New England IPA as a game changer. For me, it was Lost Cosmonauts. I think because that came in the wave before, I think that was the one that really was like, this is something completely fucking different in the supermarket. This is top drawer really for the price.
Mm-hmm. It did the business when I tried it. I was really, really taken back by it. The same, I'd group it in the same sort of experience that I got when the first time I tried Love and Hate.
Yep.
I was really taken back by it, thinking, wow, this sort of quality is in the supermarkets. It was unbelievable.
Well,
we've been spoiled, haven't we? There's that much coming in now that they're upping their game constantly, and they're bringing new stuff in on a yearly basis now, and it just keeps changing all the time. It keeps changing. But
would you ever think like let's wind back? I know we've had these waves of beer in Tesco's and Morrison's and that. Would you ever think you would see the day where there will be a barrel-aged stout sat in a supermarket on a supermarket shelf?
No.
A barrel-aged stout. So Vocations and their Kirsch fucking cherry, £5 now.
Yeah. Got that to review actually. That'll be coming up soon. A quick plug. But
it's just ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's crazy how it's sort of escalated in the past sort of like 2 or 3 years. It's become important now, and I think the supermarkets know that to a certain degree, where
you also understand
they've got to keep turning that wheel all the time now, because they know they've got the audience, and they know the audience is. You get bored quickly, if you know what I mean. You know.
The trouble is now they're on that fucking hamster wheel, aren't they?
That's it. They've got to keep it going now. They've got to keep it going, which is good. It's good for us as the punters, the consumers that want these beers. But they've got to keep that wheel turning, and they've got to get new beers in from existing breweries that they've already got, or bringing some new guys in. You know, like Turning Point with Sainsbury's, I suppose.
Well, let's cut the bullshit. The big hitters are Tesco's and Morrison's. Those are the ones that have been fucking hitting at it. Those are the two that are fucking hitting at each other and pinging the fucking ball back and forth.
They're in their own little world at the moment, aren't they, them two? And then you've got the likes of
Waitrose.
Waitrose, M&S, Sainsbury's, you know, Lidl, Aldi.
I went my nearest Waitrose is Chester, so it's very rare that I actually go there.
Right.
Because you're looking about 40 mile away. So unless I'm going there on purpose, which is a shame because I have a cracking range. The range they have in Chester is fantastic.
I'm a huge fan of M&S as well. The M&S.
M&S are good. Yeah, I mean when they did that three for $5 back. When was that?
Oh, I snapped that up, Mon.
I went fucking mental in there with that Saint Fulian blonde and brune.
Yeah.
I feel the fucking trolley in the shops at that price because it's buy one get one free, isn't it? More or less, you know.
Yeah.
That Chuggernaut from fucking Munson. What a beer that is! Chuggernaut's a fucking stormer of a beer.
No, I had it.
A Munson quality.
I like them.
Yeah. There isn't much in my local M&S. Even the one in Shrewsbury, there's not a ridiculous amount, really, to be fair.
So someone's commented here. Do you ever brew your own beers?
Nah, it's too much of an headache.
Well, I suppose me and Scott can say can't we? We have a go.
We've got the pointer, and
I'm
not going to give up. I was saying to Dean the other day, I'm not giving up with the pointer because I like the concept, and it has so much potential for it at that price. At £13 for a pack. Yeah. I'm prepared at £1.30 a pint to fucking take a gamble on that. Over a 10-day, 12-day period. You can play around with dry hopping in it. If you want it. There's so much
bit of sugar.
A bit of sugar to add up.
I've seen somebody on about putting some grapefruit into one of the IPAs.
Okay.
Well, you could go down the Omnipolo route, couldn't you, and just adjunct it, you know, just play about with adjuncts. You know, I know you said, Scott, about a stout coming out with it and, you know, double dosing it with coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they're releasing on Monday. They got a new IPA out.
Yeah.
But we've got the stout, the dark matter stout. I'm going to brew that traditionally as it wants me to brew it, and then I'm going to get another pack and I'm going to play around with it. And was it 75 quid for the pack for the box for the unit?
75 quid for the main unit with two packs.
With 2 packs, so I don't think
it's not extortionate, is it?
No,
really.
I don't think you go wrong with it.
It's the cheapest system on the market, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna buy, if you buy like a home brew kit with a bucket and all that sort of stuff, you're probably not looking shy of that. I wouldn't think. Probably 50 quid.
I tried home brewing years ago. I'll be honest with you.
I've got it all out there, Barry. I've got it all out.
And I've done it once, and fucking, it was like, oh fuck this, too much of a faff. This is a lot easier.
Yeah,
it's more condensed, then, isn't it? It's a unit. It's condensed.
Yeah, it's literally clean it out, put your stuff in, and leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it goes right.
Have you tried the Max KFC crisps?
No.
Maybe if I
don't like crinkle crisps.
Maybe if I can get hold of them. But I'm not that worried about them. Fuller's best core range, end of.
I've only ever tried 2 of their beers. They're the only sort of three, and they're the only 3 that I've ever seen. I think somewhere local to me.
Phil says vocation. Sub 10 says Foster's. Only messing.
Good.
David Thompson says evening. Hello, mate. Hope you're
hey, he's a fair chappy, isn't he?
Nice chap he is as well. Good fun. Wanda's put a link. No, so I'm sorry, that's not true. Windows put a link to to Dean. Put a link to Barry's in as well. I know there is one in the top chat. I've put that in there. Oh, fucking hell, I think I've skipped some. I hate this fucking thing. I really do.
How many Belgian beers you got left, Dean?
How many have I got left?
Yeah, because you're normally well stocked, and you on stuff like that. Obviously, with all this not posting of broad and shit.
I've got a few knocking around, and I'm doing a live video tomorrow And I think there's a few Belgian beers in one of the boxes. I think I'm not sure.
Yes. You got your birthday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Dean. Happy birthday to Dean.
The big 3-0. Fucking hell.
Fucking 3-0, mate.
You know, put a 3 on the end.
Yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah.
43 going on 63.
Oh, I know the feeling, pal.
Fucking hell. Kiddy shooting.
Because we know Barry's older than us. It's simple.
Yeah. What are you, Barry? You're 58, aren't you? What?
Not yet. I'm near the 50.
Not quite.
Oh, 50, oh.
Near the 50. Near the 50.
Oh. I'm only kidding, mate.
So JB says, I couldn't believe it when Morrison's had Omnipolo in. Well, some of them did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. North again, wasn't it?
£8 a fucking bottle. Piss off. No. It's only because I can't get it. I would have had it. Obviously.
If I saw it in my Morrison's, I would have picked it up for sure.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I saw that in the Beer Musketeer and Pompey for a good year. Aeon, isn't it? Aeon. I just thought, no, I'm not buying that. Not buying it. Not interested. It comes into the fucking supermarket. So, oh, I know he's got that down there. Drove down there. Sold out. Bastard. Bastard.
How much was it in the Beer Musketeer?
I'd be lying if I said I remember, Baz, but I reckon it was probably a tenner, £11.
So
not too much difference, really.
No.
How much did you pay for your yellow belly, Scott?
I've still got a bottle of that out there, actually. They were £11 each. So I bought 2 bottles. I had the one I did the review, which was New Year's Day, I think, last year, and I've still got a bottle out there aging. And it's the only thing I've actually never I've done really well here. It's the only bottle I've actually managed not to touch. So it's sat there. I think it's got August this year on it.
Okay.
Be all right with it.
Yeah,
that'll be good, mate. That'll be nice when you open that. I know I aged a bottle when it first come out. I bought 2 bottles, and then I took one to a bottle share that I did.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely fucking magical. It was that beer.
It makes me laugh because they keep brewing these cease and desist fucking every new fucking batch is cease and desist. It's like you've had 4 of these now.
That's the new name of it. That's the new name of it, isn't it? That's the loophole.
I think you're probably right. I think they've come up with this is the fucking last batch, but they've done fucking 20 of them now.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, the traditional brewery that made them do all that, I mean, that's just fucking petty. I think.
It's a joke. Absolute joke.
I forget the name of the brewery now. Who was it? It was a traditional brewery, isn't it?
You want them?
I don't know. Forget who it was, but to bloody, I mean, Buxton and Omnipolo, the completely different sort of angles in the beer world compared to the brewery that was complaining about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to Google it. Yellow belly beer.
I think it's worded different as well. I think it's called Yellow Belly.
Yellow. It's Yellow Belly.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking close.
Yeah. I mean, it's just fucking. Why? Why do it?
Well, hang on. Over trademark.
It's not Robinson's, is it? No, it's not them.
Bateman's.
That's it.
Bateman's.
Yeah.
They probably done it because they need the money. Let's face it.
They've got a beer. They've got a beer called Yellow Belly that they've been brewing for years and years and years. Completely different fucking beer style from the beer that Omnipolo and Buxton were knocking out. And they're just doing it just to be cocks, really. I think.
I reckon they're gutted because if somebody buys the Omnipolo one, they'll never touch a Bateman's beer again, will they?
Why would you?
By accident.
Polar opposites, though, isn't it? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
polar opposites.
And it's all about what can we make here?
Yeah, yeah, of course it is.
I just think it's. I don't agree with it at all. I think it's shameful.
Well, it's not that. I like the. I remember picking the beers up. Obviously, Wanda not knowing a great deal about the beer and that. I pick up 2 bottles that look like the Ku Klux Klan, and she's like, "We are not reviewing that." And I'm like, "Well, just whoa, 2 seconds. Let me explain the story behind this beer." And so I explained it to her, and she's like, "Okay." And I think that for me, they're trying to take away that really good story, the fact that a yellow belly is a fucking coward. The coward that hides behind a fucking hood.
Proper meaning behind the beer, yeah. There's a reason for it. I mean, it's the contents aside, it's belting, but there's a meaning behind the branding. I mean, when you take the wrapping off, there's a little bit of information about it also. It explains itself, and I think it's absolutely genius.
And the fact that
marketing.
And when you open that beer, you open that bottle, it's a stunner.
Oh, it's quality, absolutely quality. And the peanut butter in it really fucking popped for me when I tried it.
Oh, mate,
fully loaded.
It's also described a peanut butter stout, but it's got no peanuts in it.
Yeah.
So that's going to work.
Yeah.
Dave says, so Dave came back. Quick feedback, no luck, toodaloo. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your input.
That mean more to you than us.
Yeah, it will.
No, here he goes. He's biting.
Man City. Simo's. Paul, please, you sold your song to so they're on about football in the chat, I think.
No, they're on about them clubs.
Oh, what the owners?
Them funny things, yeah. No, that's not football, is it? Tottenham and Man City. Big gold blouses. They trip over every time they see a blade of grass.
I can't. I don't know about you guys. I can't watch football when it's current guys. It's like fucking training matches.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
It's
even worse for me.
Well, it's worse for Barry because his team haven't won fucking.
We won a game.
I think they won the coin toss the other week and were quite happy, wanted to go home.
Well, funny enough, when we played Tottenham, we actually had more shots on goal, more shots on target, I think, and still lost. So you're going down then, don't you?
I think football is. I think it's been shown up a little bit. I think it's been shown up for the fact that they've treated their fans like shit for fucking years, right? As football clubs, and I think they've been shown up that without fans at those grounds,
nobody wants to watch it.
A fucking dire.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I think it's like any sport. I haven't watched any darts that's been on TV because there's just no atmosphere.
I watched the world final, but mainly because I wanted to see what's his fucking name? Who won it?
I
wanted to see him lose because I can't.
Yeah, I did. Fucking hate him.
He's fucking arrogant, isn't he? Arrogant.
He's from that funny country, isn't he? I'm not going to dig into.
What are you living in?
I'm not actually.
Well, just on the border.
Yeah, on the right side of the border.
Yeah, he's just an arrogant arsehole, and there's just something really unlikable about him.
He's very good. He is good, though.
He's a good player. But yeah, I watched that. But I wanted to go to the darts. I love the darts. Massive fan of darts. Wanted to take Wanda. Wanda was actually looking at taking me, but there's fully booked next year. Obviously, the stuff that's been cancelled this year rolls over to next year. The BDO, I think they're fucking.
I think they've gone now, haven't they?
They're defunct now. They're gone.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I find that sad.
They should have let the PDC take them over.
Or if not take them over, just fucking
take them over. They would have done something, when they would have.
Or use them as a feeder, as a feeder thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they were so arrogant. And I know who was the guy that won it the year before, and he won like fucking
Wayne Warren.
Well, £4.50 he won or something, didn't it?
It took him months to get the money, didn't it? Wayne Warren. He's from Wales. He is. You know.
Fucking disgraceful.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgraceful. What have we got here? Opinion on smoked beer.
I've only had a couple. I do quite like them. They're different. They're very odd. The fact that I've only had a couple and I've had them not sort of close together, sort of time apart, I've never got used to them. But that's not to say I don't like them. They're very odd.
I don't think I've had a smoked beer, so I won't pass comment on that. I'd like to try some.
They've got a great aroma. Smell like a barbecue. Without the meat.
I'm going to leave that up for Dean, because I think Thomas sent Dean some beers. But we'll wait for Dean to come back. I think I've skipped a few bits and pieces, so I think I'm up. I think I'm up together. Just dipped out to do a review, Scott. I finally got my wife on the review. So if you're watching, go and give Beer Crony Chris a sub. Lovely bloke. He's just getting started. And I know me, Barry, and Dean we've all been in this position. We like to promote the smaller guy. I know Dean was supposed to do a live for Chris, but things got in the way. Go and give Chris a sub. Really nice bloke, and he really deserves a few more subs.
They'll come in time.
So Thomas asks, have you reviewed the beers I sent you, Dean?
I've got 2 more left to do, Tom, actually. The 2 Imperial Stouts. I've still got them, mate. Yeah, still got that one, and I've got the Whiplash one.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, a little bit of age on these now, actually.
Oh, they should be nice then.
Wow.
Yeah, there's only 2 left.
Here we go.
Go on then, Baz. What we on?
I'll tell you what, I'm pulling out the stops for these supermarket shockers. Next up, we've got Imperial Leather, Stella Artois. Don't. When I had to do that freeway comparison, I had to buy a 4-pack because you couldn't buy 1 can.
No, so I could. When I did the beer versus bat thing, didn't I? And literally around the corner from us, there's a little corner shop, and where you can buy like a single can. So I was quite lucky. So I spent £1.
Do you know what? Right, these are 4.6% now.
Are they
They're
really?
not even 4.8%. They've been lowered.
So it's even lower.
Yeah.
Again, another fucking where you get fleeced on it and you then get the real deal.
Does my head in, I'll tell you. But you know about that.
It's supposed to be pretty decent, isn't it? The Belgian version is supposed to be pretty good.
In all fairness, I don't know if you've seen my review of it, but I think the keg I had wasn't right. Because I've had a few kegs of it and it's been okay.
Yeah.
It's been, pretty. But when I done the review of it and done it with the can and bottle, I think the can was better than the bloody PD one.
Okay.
So I knew there was something. I even said on it, there's something not quite right. Because the beer had less, the head was disappearing like that. And it had hardly any carbonation in it, whereas the can and the bottles had a hell of a lot more. And I've had Stella before from the PD, and the carbonation's been like going nuts. So I had a feeling there wasn't something quite right. Obviously, I had a lot of people saying about me glass and that. Oh, you haven't cleaned it properly and that. But in all fairness, I've been around the block enough to know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
cleaning a glass.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, because she's hasn't been seen since, has she?
So-
Yeah, I love my perfect draft. I absolutely love it.
I don't know.
you enjoying what you've had out of it then so far?
Yeah. I'm out of the two machines. I mean, I do like the Krupp still, and I'll still get the odd talk
I
every
did
now
see
and
that.
then. But the PD for me, that's just
Mine was out.
Yeah. I dread it because obviously I built it up to you.
Put that on
I've built it up to Scott, if you like.
Right.
And even some of the beer reviews I've done, people are going, "Oh, I'm going to get one," and you think,
Yeah.
"Oh, fucking hope they fucking like it."
No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for your input, mate, with it. To be honest, because I think it's a marvelous bit of kit. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's just everyday beer, isn't it?
Knowledge.
Hey,
He's the first port of call for fucking.
Barry is the beer machine fountain of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am the Yoda of beer machines.
While we're on the subject,
What?
your channel, mate, is doing really, really well. And,
It is. It's motoring.
and we, as your mates, are very proud of you because you've set your channel up. I know you were quite reticent to do it, and I know you messaged me saying you sent me your very first one.
But
saying,
yeah,
I've come
that's hideous now when I look back on that. I haven't looked
Yeah,
back on it once, and you think, "Fucking hell."
I'm going to put it on my fucking community page one day and say, look at this cunt.
And again, I look at some of my videos in between, and I think, "Fucking hell."
You're doing really well, mate, and you should be really proud of what you've built. And
I am, to be honest, I am, because it is. I didn't expect anything, and if it weren't for you two, I wouldn't be doing it. So
You're enjoying it though, yeah.
yeah,
That's
love
all
it.
that matters.
Good fun.
That's all that matters.
Good fun.
it's good.
Keep the fire burning.
I'm like you guys. Don't always comment, but I'll
Cost me
watch.
lots of money though.
Don't comment, but I'll watch.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see. It's nice to see genuine people doing well. And I'm all over that. All over it.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
So Simo says, I've got a few smoked beers from Booths. They have a bloody amazing selection, and it's only 10 minutes down the road from me.
Booths. Yeah, I've heard some really good stories about Booths. They've been deemed like the Waitrose of the North or something like that, where they've got a pretty banging selection of beers.
Whereabouts is Simo from?
Simo's up in Preston.
All right, so he's only about an hour from me.
Okay. That don't smell right to me, but we'll see. So that's the luminous light.
Is that from the last Lidl's range? That one?
Because
they done two, didn't they? Haven't they done two?
They did. There's the luminous lights and there's the luminous nights. There's two beers.
Okay, it was I had the first one, but I never got the second one. It sold out.
Let's have a look at the best before.
I was gutted actually because I think they released their range, their last range Lidl's, when I was in fucking Greece, and when I got back, there was nothing left.
I do remember that. Okay, different. It's different.
Different. I bet you wish you had one of them now.
Do you know what it smells? It smells of farts.
What kind of farts? Sprout, cabbage?
Eggy farts is what it smells like.
They're the worst ones.
Wanda, come and smell this.
Have you ever had pedigree bitter, Dean?
Yes, I have.
Out of a tap? Well, not out the tap in your kitchen.
Yeah, I'd love to have a fucking tap where it just turns on beer.
Yeah, I'll probably come across it at some point.
I don't know if it's just where I live, but I used to drink it years ago from the pubs around our way, and it always had like an eggy smell to it. Is that just me, or do you recall?
No,
that?
I used to get that with Banks's beers.
It smelled like somebody had farted in it.
fucking
Use fucking sewage water.
eggy bread.
Eggy bread.
Eggy bread, yeah. There's an eggy bready smell to this beer.
Yeah.
It does smell fucking eggy.
What's the date on it, Scott?
It's got a year on it.
Fucking hell. Right. Okay. Just hold your nose when you're drinking it.
Yeah.
It does. I had a couple the other day, and they smelt exactly the same, and it does smell really eggy. I don't know where that's coming from. It's go for a taste and see what it's like.
Yeah.
It tastes all right. It's not.
Put a bit of bacon in it.
Yeah, might do. Should have put some
Egg and bacon. Egg and bacon.
Stick on the barbecue.
That's it. That's it, yeah. 3 days later.
Hello, Dave, do you want to buy some pegs?
Yeah.
That ain't right. There's something not right. It's not right. But I'm going to drink it because one just bought it. But it does, yeah. There's quite tart, shall we say, for a New England IPA. That's not drinking like a New England IPA. I want it soft in the mouth. I want it pillowy, and that's like trying to fucking smash my face in.
So it might be just a bad batch.
I think it's a bad batch. I bought the same from the same. I bought them from the same Lidl, and I had a couple the other day, and they weren't right. It didn't smell as bad as that one. That one ain't right, but I'm gonna have it. I've got another one in the fridge. It's not. They're not being funny.
So you find though, it's a little bit of a shame though when you get like, I mean, say you've got like a new guy that's dipping his toes into.
If they would go and buy that,
beers.
they're going to buy that. They're put off immediately. Now, for me,
yeah.
for a New England IPA to have a year on it, that's raising alarm bells immediately to me.
Yeah.
It's quite, yeah.
There's a long date on a New England IPA. This should be, obviously, the hops are going to die out. Yeah. 6 months. But there we go. That's me minging on. 5% on the perfect draft, isn't it, Barry? Which was that?
It is Simo, yes. It is.
Was that the Stella?
Yeah. It's proper Belgium stuff.
I'm still here. Love you both, but Stella.
I think he's on about you, Scott, not me.
That's fine. Mark B, you're all great. Subscribe to all three of you. Just my personal opinion. It's always great to see the readily available beers and also the comparisons. I think I think what I like about beer, especially, is the fact you can have so many. All I can tell you is what goes in my mouth, right, and what I get from it might not necessarily be what Dean gets from it or what you get from it. And obviously, beer is a very subjective thing on the palate that you have.
It is. I mean, I'll bring it. This is getting so much advertising. Brewdog honestly aren't paying me, but we all think this is crap. But there's going to be people out there that do like it because they don't.
Because they're mental.
They don't want all the big hoppy tastes. They don't want this, that, or the other, do they? So
have you been drinking Carlsberg and Foster's and Carling for years and years and years, and you don't know any different, and then you get given a can of that pale ale, and you think, oh, hang on a minute, because it is going to be a flavour jump from the likes of what you used to, isn't it?
Right.
Ultimately, that's probably how we all started out. It certainly is how I started out.
Yeah, me.
I remember having the PD. Beers are great on there, I think. I used to think they were amazing, but they're just, for me, they're just really good, solid beers now. But I bought a mystery case from Beerall with, 15 bottles in or something. I think I bought 2. It was buy one, get one free for 30 quid. So I had 30 bottles and cans with no idea what was in it. And I remember the first time I tried Goose IPA. And I'd never had nothing like it before. And I was like, fucking hell, this is awful. The fuck's that? And now I love an IPA. I love Goose IPA on the PD.
I like Goose IPA.
It is very much just
Goose Island.
Yeah.
It's always been. It's what I lump Goose Island in with Punk IPA, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, all those things that I tried all around the same time, and was always a huge fan of Goose Island.
But it goes to show how much you can change, isn't it? I've got things on my Facebook timeline where I was like, oh fucking hell, this is awful. And literally 12 months after, I tried it on the perfect draft and went, my God, how much a difference 12 months makes. Because I got it on the perfect draft and it was fucking, I just loved it.
2 seconds.
And I don't think it was any better. Yeah. Not any better because it was from the perfect draft. It's just that I'd experimented more with different beers. And then I realised how bland generally lager is. Or bog standard lagers, if you like.
Yeah, yeah.
And you think, fucking, lagers still are bland, really, generally.
There's no hiding it with a lager. If you're whether you're a macro brewery or a craft brewery that having a stab at a lager, there's no hiding it. You can't cover up your mistakes with a lager.
It's a basic beer, isn't it?
I think
it's either bloody good or it's shit.
I think that's why I think a lot of craft beer breweries don't brew lagers.
Yeah, pale ales, IPAs.
It shows them up.
Yeah,
because they can't do them properly.
I mean, when you start sort of like messing about with pilsers and stuff like that, and you've got the old school boys doing it. I'm a massive fan of Pilsner Urquell in the summer months. That's like a go-to beer for me. I love it. I think it's decent.
150 a bottle as well with Morrison's.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
154, but
a well-made old school beer. And then when you've got some of the new guys having a stab at it, the price is double.
Yeah,
and the quality isn't all there really. Sometimes it's hit and miss.
It's like some of these bitters, isn't it, Dean? You've had some of these like fucking new world bitters, if you like. And they
just stay away from it. Crack on with your fucking hazy juice bombs. Just crack on with all that, and leave all that stuff to the old school lot. Really,
they're trying to change the style of the beer.
I mean,
and for me, you can't change a bitter.
Beer that I had. Dave did a modern bitter, and it was like a fucking pale ale. It was nothing like a bitter.
Yeah,
I think so.
I love Daya. Don't get me wrong; they make some bloody cracking beers. Steady rolling, man. I mean, that's that got the ball rolling for me with them lot. But when they start doing things like that, I said, just stay away from it because it's not really your bread and butter.
If you're going to do a style, keep it as that style. Don't try and turn it into an IPA or a pale ale or something. It's I'm all for putting a little spin on stuff, but you've still got to remain true to the style. You've got to keep that backbone there, haven't you, with the beer?
You've got to know that you're drinking a bitter or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Shark Home Brewing said, "Do you have a favourite glass for beer?"
Dean's got about 300.
Yeah, Dean's got 974,326, but it's fine.
I've got two favourite beers.
You've only got two?
Two favourite beer glasses.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I've only got the one.
My Madness pint glass.
Yep.
And my Gamma glass.
Yeah, you use your Gamma one quite a bit. That's quite cool, that one.
My go-to beer glass is my salt glass. Mainly because it'll hold a 440ml beer in it.
Yeah, they're quite big, and them ones.
Yeah.
To be fair. I haven't got one. If I've got the right glass for the beer, I'll use it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, for me beer reviews, I haven't got the right glass. Me missus got me one for Christmas, so I'll always use that one.
So Paul Mortal said, I bought 8 cans of Luminous Lights under recommendation of Simon Rillo.
Last time I trust
him. Right. I didn't know he said that.
Let's not get into a slagging match here.
There. I didn't see that bit. That for me is a bit shit. there's something not right. It's not quite as fucking eggy as it was. It's not right.
Put it down to a dodgy batch, mate. Maybe.
Dodgy batch. Because I have had them and they are really good.
Brewdog Pale, a gateway beer.
It's a gateway beer.
A lot of these Brewdog beers are now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Again, they were big.
That's what they are now. Yeah.
They were probably brewing brilliant stuff before I got going into it. But
they still do. They still do knock out some good stuff. I mean, all the abstract stuff that they do.
Yeah.
The Imperial stuff, the dark beers. I've always said that's Brewdog's. That's where they all began, really, with that. The Cocoa Psycho Imperial Stout. That's a belting beer. One of their early days, sort of.
But their supermarket stuff is gateway beer, isn't it?
It's just
which isn't a bad thing.
Stuff, isn't it? Green King stuff.
But
isn't a bad thing because it gets people into the beer.
But I don't know if Barry will agree with this. So we've had salt stuff from the brewery. And
I know what you're going to say.
From there,
you're going to say, is their supermarket stuff better than what they've done from the brewery?
Correct.
Yes, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
The West Coast thing, I think you reviewed that, didn't you? The East Coast, West Coast one.
Yeah, it was called
No Coast IPA.
Something like that.
And after having that Northbridge one,
yep.
That was the benchmark for that, wasn't it?
That was
sort of like the first, for me, that was the first one I'd ever heard of, sort of that style. So when I had that was the benchmark. And the salt one didn't come anywhere near it.
No, okay, right. I'm just going to get.
It was a nice enough beer, but it didn't do what the Northbridge one done.
No, I'm just
being as that's what I judged it.
Hulk Mark B. If you put a comment in our chat, I'm fucking useless at this. But Wanda will try and comment everything behind me. Thank you ever so much for that. But reading comments is part of what we do. Because you want to chat to us, we want to chat with you guys. We want to see your thoughts on stuff. That's why we do what we're doing. Okay, so thanks ever so much for that. We do appreciate it. But putting comments on the screen, talking about them, it generates a chat with us as well. And we really appreciate that.
Woo.
Oh, hang on.
1845, yes.
Hang on, mate.
1845 it was.
Go on, mate. What was that?
What's the other one?
No, I just wanted you to, which one next sort of thing.
Oh, tell you, I have had the London Porter as well, yeah. But those are Waitrose jobs I got from.
1845?
Yeah.
1845 it is.
That about 6.9, is it? Or higher?
6.3, and the Porter is 5.4.
Brooklyn Beer do a good lager. Brooklyn Brewery.
Yeah, that's good.
Bad.
I ain't disagreeing with that. I quite like that.
I quite like the Sab Adams Boston lager as well. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Luke Robertson just bought the Laws Brewery Pilsner Polykeg. Any good? If that's the Drunken Tailor, it's fucking superb.
That was belting. That was. Yeah.
I can
remember when we did that on the live, and I was really impressed with that.
And also, if you get over to John's page on, they're now doing a beer subscription service. I think it's 15 quid a month or something, 20 quid a month. Their subscription service is really, really good. And you get some really good benefits from that subscription service as well. So go and give Lord's Brewers Company. John's a really decent man. And he's furloughed all his staff, but they're still going. So much love to John.
I need to get some of his stuff. I've never had none. But
on a personal note, I know that Lydia's granddad's in hospital because he's mentioned it on a couple of lives. So me and Wanda hope that her granddad gets better soon.
Yeah, get well soon, Granddad John.
John's a good lad.
He's sound, isn't he? Yeah.
Scott sent you a picture on Instagram of what was floating on my beer Wanda's looked at that, I think.
I'll look at it in a sec.
Oh, she sorted something out. Oh no, not that one.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, oh no.
Don't need any of that, do you?
Not getting involved in that. Right, I'm not getting involved in any of that. I've said what I'm going to say publicly. I'm done. What are you vaping on, Dean?
Fuck knows. Black Forest Gatto, I think.
Dean, when did you give up smoking?
Yeah.
Oh, I gave up smoking about 6 years ago.
Did you? Because you don't always have a vape, do you? I've had the odd chat with you here and
not
there.
as much as cigarettes, anyway. I mean, I was going for about 40 a day on the old fags.
No.
But yeah, it's just like a little crutch in it, you know. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Really.
I was going to say you don't see you with it much.
It depends, mate. It depends if I'm stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Difficult, isn't it? We all get het up in traffic. I'm fucking terrible. But Wanda gets in. Obviously, Wanda doesn't drive, and I can get fucking. We've got a one-way system around our road. I can get to the end of the road and said "cunt" 4 times before I've got out the road.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an absolute nightmare.
It's quite funny at the moment because we haven't got a car. We've only got my works van.
Right.
My missus can't drive my works van because she's only got an automatic license.
Right.
So I'm the driver everywhere. So I'll take her out in the van. And there's just so many dicks on the road, isn't there? Let's be honest.
Oh,
and I can literally, I'm probably 1/4 of a mile from the centre of our town. And by the time I drive into town, she's in stitches because I'm like, fucking hell, where'd you learn to drive? Are you fucking blind? What the fuck you doing? Fucking
So I don't know. It came up on I think it was a Chris the Butcher live where me and Wanda were watching, and I came up with this idea and I put it on the community button of Wanda's driving school. Right, where obviously as a beer channel I couldn't do that. As Scott and Wanda's World, I've got a bit more leeway. Now Wanda doesn't want to do it, but I genuinely think that would be absolute fucking gold. I do. I think it could be hilarious. She doesn't want to crash the car, but I just think it'd be fucking brilliant.
It would certainly be interesting.
And are we going to have a conversation about this?
There you go. No, that one's out the window.
There's your answer.
So we're going to go back to Mark Holtby as Holt Mark B. What were your guys' beer of 2020 if you had to choose one? It's so
done this earlier, didn't we?
We drink so many. Oh, it's going to sound really shit.
It's hard to pick a best beer, isn't it? I think because there's so many different styles.
We're spoiled. We really are spoiled. Whether it's supermarket level or bottle shop, new releases, we are genuinely spoiled for choice. It's the best time to be in. If you're into beer, it is the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer.
I'll give my first choice that you both know, which was ICAP.
I'm going to answer the beer that I would buy. Right. And it's a beer I've not reviewed. And that beer is the no beer budget for Stagger Any Good.
All right. For price reasons.
Price.
And the fact that it's good, obviously.
Taste. Simplicity.
Mm.
I've bought a keg. I've bought 6 cans. I've bought 12 cans. And I'll probably buy another lot next week. So for me, I would go for no beer budget. And I spoke to Joe, one of the owners, about that, and they reckon they've undersold it, as they could have pushed it more. It's a fucking stormer, absolute stormer of beer. So for me, it was right at the end of the year, but it was probably my favourite beer of last year. Someone on Instagram.
I can't comment on that one. So, like, ICAP for me then.
Okay.
Thingy for you.
Dean does daily, so we're fucking. He's gonna. He's gonna have an aneurysm.
Yeah, whatever's in my hand at that time of day.
At that time, yeah. I'm just going to see the vicar, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I say, we're spoiled. We really are. We're quite lucky, aren't we? When you think about it.
You think the last two and a half, it's 2.5 years, I would think now, 2 years, where the supermarkets have jumped on board. Morrison's and Tesco's at the forefront of that, Waitrose and M&S as well. But where we're, say, when we're sat now in 2021 and we've got a barrel-aged stout sat on a supermarket beer, on a supermarket shelf, it's incredible.
Like you said earlier on, mate.
You know,
if you were to mention that in a conversation 3 or 4 years ago, people would have said "fuck off," wouldn't they? You know, what are you on about? Fucking barrel-aged beers in a supermarket? What planet are you on? Yeah, it's here, isn't it? It's arrived, and it's great. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's have you reviewed that, Dean? I don't fucking.
Yeah, I did it. I did a live with Christoph.
Sorry, yeah, I was watching.
That's better.
Yeah,
Brain dead.
me and Christoph, we reviewed that. Fantastic. The price point is bang on, I think, for it, for the type of beer that you're getting. A barrel-aged 11% stout, £5 in a supermarket, all day.
What was that? The Pogo? No, not Pogo. Wild Beer Company. What was it called?
No, the
vocation one. The cherry Kirsch beer.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Luke
When is
says,
the triple coming on Blade? The Blade coming. I'm going to hold out for that one because I have got a lot of other beers. The triple will last. It's 9%. So the next month and a half, maybe.
Barry's got so many beer, he's like coming out his arse.
I'm catching up slowly.
You're not, you know.
I am, honestly, I am. I've got a Heineken 0% one, Blade keg to do, so that'll give me old liver a bit of a break.
No, we need to do some more alcohol-free beers because there is a market for them. The only thing that I struggle with is the body on the beer, because the taste can be there, and some of the, so you can get like some of the hoppy bits and pieces, but it's that body. The body's so fucking weak that it's a struggle for me. And I've always said I'd rather drink a Coke than
the big drop galactic stout. That's what
that's from Tesco's, isn't it?
Yeah,
or it was.
Yeah,
no, or Asda. One of the two. Can't remember which one.
I've seen it in. There was a couple of them in Waitrose.
Okay.
The Galactic Stout, and there was a pale ale or an IPA from them. It was on offer. £1.30 a can, 0.5.
Oh, okay. So Mark B, Holtmark B, who said, "What was your beer of the year?" He's put mine would be Drop Project. I'm assuming Focus is the beer. Oh, the brewery. I've not heard.
Divulge, please, Mark.
What is it?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. If these two don't know it, I ain't got a clue.
Tell us about that because I've not heard of that, and I'm interested now. I want to trial the brewery and what it's like.
Have you seen me Amstel Radler review?
No.
Cracking. Honestly, it's a shandy, obviously.
Yep.
But it's clearly made, or it has proper lemonade in.
Right. Okay.
Proper lemonade. I'm talking like proper lemon.
I said a lot of lemon flavourings, which is
no. You can tell the taste. It's not like a fucking bottle of fucking co-op lemonade gone into a bit.
You get a Radler and it said Radler and you're like this fucking minging.
This is proper sort. It's real sort of yellowish, if you like, and it's got a decent body on it as well, which I would say goes to show how much maybe sort of proper sort of lemon is in there to give it some. It's actually decent. I've got about a pint left.
Yeah,
I think I
Radler's
reviewed it
decent.
a week last Thursday. That's 14 pints of it gone.
Never done a Radler. Need to have a look at a Radler.
It's all right. It's nice. I'll get it again. Be nice for the summer.
So, friend of the channel, 007
Next one
Vauxhall.
coming up.
Oh, hang on, 2 seconds. I'm just going to stick you on the
Piston
big,
head.
big
Piston
screen.
Flat tyre.
Black tie, yeah.
Decent. It's a nice little lager.
007 Vauxhall, the lovely Paul. If you don't subscribe to Paul, go and give him a sub. Does
I have
spicy
seen him
stuff.
actually. Does some
Lovely,
spicy stuff. doesn't he?
lovely guy. They've got a fantastic other channel, Paul H Films, which he does shaving, and it's
Shaving?
weirdly fantastic. Love Paul, lovely man, and he's in the same union as me, so we get on well. 0.0 on the blade, smells and tastes like a farmer's field. Better off on the Radler.
I think you have told me that before. I think Luke, somebody has mentioned it that it's a, but it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, it was cheap enough to buy, so
Like a farmer's
Right.
field.
that's all right. So does that thing you had, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
Fucking dog, isn't it? Fucking eggy.
Eggy, yeah.
Eggy. I've got another one yet. I won't worry, then I'm done. Views on brews. Big Drop are really good in Holland and Barrett.
Oh, they're in now, aren't they? Bloody hell.
Ah.
I know Nando's restaurants, they're starting to stock their beers as well.
Views on brews. I know your name and I do apologise, but I can't remember. And so, can you stick your name in the chat? Because I do subscribe to you and I do watch, and it's going to bug me. Hallmark B, they Rock Project from
I think that's supposed to be Drop.
Rock Project from Crystal Palace. Oh, okay, so that's the. I'm going to go back. That's the Drop Project Focus. Okay. Sounds like a nice lager.
What the one I've got, or
Well, I haven't got a lager.
must be me then.
Linari. I have in my own in the glass my own brewed triple IPA, 9.2%. I do like a triple IPA as well. Massive fan of a triple IPA.
Polly's Brew have just released a quadruple one, I think, and it's in one of my local bottle shops because Polly's is
Well, Polly's don't mess around.
Polly's is Chester weight, so they're
Polly's
quite
are
local.
Polly's are the best brewery, and they in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cracking. They do some cracking stuff.
On the outskirts.
Yeah, but they've got a quadruple IPA, 13%. I'll tell you what, I bet that's got some fucking hop and bitterness to it.
That's
I
gonna be-
I bet that's a pretty mean drinking experience, though.
bet it's a fairly expensive one as well.
yeah.
I'm going to go back to views on brews because I've just remembered his name, and I believe his name is Brendan.
Brendan, okay.
I'm sure he'll change, but I'm sure it's Brendan. Not tried flat tire, but the Lervig no worries are brilliant, and the tool implosion tastes perfect.
The flat tire is good. I've got to admit, I've got the same glass. So I've had pale ales, I've had IPAs, I've had New England IPAs, I've had a Stella in it. So it doesn't taste exactly the same in this glass at the moment, but I have reviewed it, and the flat tire is decent. It's nice, just a good steady lager, you know.
Baz, we got a deal at £18.50 on
Yes,
Radler.
he has. Yeah,
Quality drop, like you say.
it is. Yeah, it was a short date thing. It's like you can chuck down your neck on it. So
Views on Brews has just commented it is Brendan, so I was right. Otherwise, I look like a proper fucking muppet.
any of you guys keep in touch with Terry from Terry's Beer Reviews?
Do you know what?
He's dropped off the scene, hasn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I love watching it.
I'm going to go for a wee, and I'm going to come back because I like Terry. I liked his quick review. Hello, YouTube world.
Hello,
Yeah.
yeah.
In the shed, and his fucking glasses were falling off. The washing machine was going.
He commented. Right, I'm gonna be back. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
He was great.
He's, again, he's one of them. He's very, very underrated. I said to him, because what happened with Terry was he's been going for quite a few years, I'll tell.
He lost a lot of his videos, didn't he?
Well, he fucking deleted everything, didn't he? He must have pressed the wrong button and he deleted all his videos. And then he started from scratch again and worked his way up. And then he just disappeared, bless him. But I like that sort of person. He's real. He's honest.
Yeah.
He's genuine.
And he does a lot of the old traditional beers, doesn't he?
He does. He likes his.
I like the fact that he's not dragged into all the craft stuff.
No. He keeps it true to what he wants from his palate.
Yeah.
He likes his old school IPAs. He likes his bitters. And I said to him a while back, I said, "Oh, you need to do some more reviews, mate," because he was only doing one on a Sunday, I think, one every Sunday. I said, "Oh, you need to do some more, mate, because I think you're entertaining, you're good."
He is, yeah.
But he never took up on it, and he just I don't think he's done anything since last year now, has he?
No, it's got to be
November.
6 months at least, if not more. I liked his shed, a tiny little shed, didn't he?
No, he's quality, Terry.
I was watching that and I was like, right jealous.
Yeah, he's quality. I'll tell.
I love my little bit, but I'm jealous of your 2 sheds as well.
Terry made a comment on someone's video, maybe 2-3 months ago. I can't remember who he made a comment on, and I put a comment back to him saying, "Hi Terry, haven't seen you around for a while. Might have even been on a live somewhere. Just say not seeing you around. Hope you're all right." And he just disappeared again. So I hope he's all right, to be fair, because he was just easy to watch, and I liked watching him, and he came across as a really nice bloke.
Yeah, he's a proper down to earth bloke, and it's quite annoying now because I know he's not on any social media, so you can't contact him.
No.
Other than leave a message on his videos, and whether he gets back to you or not is a different matter. But
he was even less bothered, I think, than Dean, wasn't he?
That's possible.
Me and you push, don't we, Scott? To be honest, we sort of push a little bit for what. But Dean never pushes. But even Terry was even more laid back. I don't know how.
I tell you what, I stopped pushing the beer reviews for about the last, probably the last 2 months. I didn't push them. Where I've changed the channel a little bit, I've pushed a little bit more, but I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by social media with it. I do a little bit more because I've changed the channel up. There was a comment on Instagram, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about nope. It was no. Something to do with McDonald's and not trusting a palate after you've had a McDonald's, preferred the beer reviews. I just put back, fair enough. You choose what you want to watch. There's nothing, I can't choose that. So we've gone through this week. We've lost about 15 subscribers, but I've gained 10. And I knew there was a chance that there would be a drop off. And probably aim a few more. So I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Well, you'll gain in other parts, won't you? But my point, like I say, I don't think you're pushing as much as you used to.
No, I don't.
But you have done.
I have done.
And I've pushed. I know that, and I still do to a certain, But Dean never does he? And even Terry, like I said,
no need
Terry's
to.
even more.
No need to, because I'll let it do what he wants to do.
Yeah,
it's my main concern in life is making sure I've got a roof over my head for my family. There's food in the fridge, and I know I've got work. That's what's important to me out there. This is a bit of fun at the end of the day.
I mean, it is for me as well. Don't get me wrong.
If you don't like it, don't bloody watch it. It's simple.
But it can tell you've got that little bit more going, you, Dean.
I'm going to give credit.
I mean?
I'm going to give credit to someone here. Right, I'm going to give credit to someone that doesn't have a lot of good to say about me, but I'm going to give credit to a man called Mark Burgess, the beer hooligan, that actually told me to back off from social media and your channel would do better. Right. And I never took that on board, but me and Mark have had our fallouts over the years. I quite like Mark. But he gave me that advice. And I actually took it on board. I think it's all right. I think the more you back off, you don't push. And I think you'd find this, Barry, because if you didn't push, people find you naturally.
I think people are anyway. I think the way it's going.
I think that's true.
And Mark also gave me that advice before, I think, on either a live or a comment.
Mark knows what he's doing, you know.
But also, that's how I started. I think I'd reach 500 subs at one point, or 200 or 300. And he said, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I think you all jumped on it. And I recall saying that's how I started, sort of doing little bits. So
Mark's built his channel. You can't deny that.
No, it's what suits everyone, isn't it?
Fair play to the man.
Yeah.
I push it, but I think I have relaxed a lot as well.
You're at the stage, Barry, where you're growing naturally now anyway, by 3, 4, 4 subs a day, 5, 6, 7 subs a day. So you can do whatever. If you backed off from the social media, it wouldn't matter to you anymore. I don't think.
No, I mean it's getting to the point.
I think you reach that stage where you naturally grow.
Yeah,
naturally grow.
I think you have to push. Don't you? It's almost like the more people you have watching.
To begin with,
you fall into that little algorithm of YouTube where you get recommended.
Exactly.
You know, you've got these little niche videos that pop for you, and YouTube recommend it.
Yeah.
So you get placed, and that's how people find you.
Yeah,
really, you know. But you let YouTube do all the legwork with that.
I mean, Dean doesn't do anything, and
I do. No, fuck you.
I think that's
It's a shot up, Wakey.
I can't be bothered with it. I don't think I was meant to be in this generation of this era. Really, I would have been quite happy back in the olden days. Because I
just been on BBC. A contract with BBC.
You built your channel. You built your channel, Dean, on and I've said to this to you personally, 3 or 4 minute beer reviews. This is a beer. This is it. I'm fucking gone now. And people respect that. You've got a whenever I mention you to people that I've spoken to, you've always got a really good name. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about you.
Oh, there's probably a few out there that do, though. But
personally,
hey, we're all married, Dean.
Yeah, some of us before. But yeah, for me, it's a case of you do what you do, and you've always said to me, I review a beer that I want to drink, and that's always stuck in my mind. And so you got Brendan here. What advice would you give to a growing YouTube channel? I've got one answer to that:
honesty,
content. No, just content
and honesty.
Content, and also what Barry said: just be honest.
Be honest.
It doesn't matter.
Be clear. Be honest, and be true to yourself.
Don't be scared of upsetting people.
If you don't like a beer, Brendan, say you don't like it, but give reasons behind that, because a brewery will contact you at some point and say thanks for that. Because they don't. I picked up some beers from Staggeringly Good. Everyone knows I blow Staggeringly Good's trumpet every day of the week. The only beer I've not really liked, I liked theirs. I never reviewed this. It was called the Impeach It, Don't Bleach It, the peach one. But I had it on holiday, and Joe said to me when I picked him up, he said, "Can you be honest and if you don't like a beer, just say you don't like it?" I said, "But I've not come across one of your beers yet I don't like. I don't pick the sours up because I'm not a lover of the sours.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand the sour style and the goes and that stuff. So I'm going to do them a slight injustice by reviewing something that's not my style." Yeah. And he said, "But just be honest. That's what we want. We want an honest feedback."
I'm actually finding the ghosts and sours are growing on me now.
I need to do in the summer. I'm going to do some more because I think
exactly what you said there for that reason.
Yep,
they're refreshing. They
are summer beer. I quite like the ghost style. I like the salt and the saline part of that. So you've got the sour, but it's almost offset by the salt backdrop. Yeah. I quite like that. I'm not a sour fan, but I do like the goes of fan, side of it.
But yeah, just be honest on your beer reviews. I think
with 2 cheers, it does feel a bit awkward sometimes. I need to be a bit braver. In fairness, look, when you turn the camera on, you're brave to begin with till you turn the camera on. Yeah. But don't be afraid of upsetting people.
I'll tell you what, go back and watch my Beck's review. And that was the very first beer I'd done. That's what I sent it's the actual video that I sent to you, wasn't it? And Dean. Mm. Go back to my earliest ones, that La Virgin thing on the Perfect Draft, all the ones with a funny angle because I had the phone the wrong way. If you watch them, that's you're going to see me big time cocker. And even now, I'll be lost for words on my videos. I can sit and do them, and I try and go somewhere, and I've got nowhere to go with what I'm saying.
But we do that. I mean, I'm lucky, and I've always said this with Wanda, that we're lucky where there's 2 of us. If one
feels the silence,
they feel exactly. You feel the silence. So if someone gets stuck, it's because that duo part of it. It's over to you. Yeah, over to you. So
I think with Dean keeps it short, doesn't he?
Yeah, and
Dean is intelligent. Dean knows how to fill them seconds where I sit there and go,
well, I don't want to be fucking standing in front of a camera drinking a beer that I've paid for. I want to sit down and relax with it. That's what it's about.
So do I. Beer's about I don't know how to shut up. I don't know how to shut up, Dean.
Forgetting about what you've had a crap day at work. You want to come home, have a beer and relax. Okay, maybe it's a beer that you want to review, but get it out there. And then take the rest of it back in the house and chill out with it. That's how it goes with me.
I always try and do that, but then I get onto this and then I get onto that.
You like going down a rabbit hole, though, don't you, Barry? With like,
I just chat shit, don't I? I sit there and I come off the video myself. Sometimes I stop it and go, "Fucking hell, all you done was fucking talk a load of bollocks."
I've got one more beer left out of this £10 thing that we did. But I'm going to break protocol because I want to duplicate.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my beer and then I'm done because the lovely Wanda is going to bed in a minute and I can't have her go to bed on her own.
Oh, cheeky.
No, not cheeky. No. She's been very patient with me tonight. And
do you mean Wanda has? What about me and Dean?
2 seconds. She's playing your games. Okay. All those tonight. No, she's good. My fucking wife to be, and you 2 are coming to our wedding next year. And I was down there today.
I was just asked if I was free one day.
You ain't coming.
You're not invited, Barry.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, I know that. I'm going to fish you all up now and get blinding beer out.
We have our problems, me and Wanda. But an amazing lady, patient lady, and a fucking funny lady as well. She cracks me up.
She is funny, mate.
Oh, mate. So tomorrow we've got. What are we doing tomorrow? Wanda, what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, we got Num Nums tomorrow.
Who?
Disney filming tomorrow.
Oh, God.
We've got Marmite Mania is already filmed. That's done. So we've got the Marmite Mania coming tomorrow. I've got the Pointer coming the other day. We've got filming Disney Num Nums, whatever the fucking hell that is, and other stuff she wants to do as well. And all the time she's happy, I'm good to go.
Hey, you do what you do, mate.
Green light.
Whatever you guys are doing, keep it. Yeah. So Barry has built a channel since March.
Stop building me up. Yeah. Well, literally, I started it the 29th of March.
Yeah, March.
And that was lockdown was the 28th.
Wow.
Which is quite because the lockdown didn't get me to suddenly do it. No. I think everything was all just talking to you lads, sent the video and just started. So it's quite ironic that happened to start
you were doing beer reviews on Facebook, weren't you?
Yeah. But the actual YouTube was quite ironic that I hadn't started then. And for about 4 months, I was a secret lemonade drinker.
I love that little video.
Oh, dear. Yes.
I'm a secret beer drinker.
Always.
Yeah. Good luck to anybody that's got the balls to turn the camera on and go public.
Yep.
And put yourself out there to anybody to watch and see what you're doing. Good luck to anybody who can do it.
Yeah. It takes some doing. It does.
It does. We fuck up. We make mistakes. We say the wrong thing sometimes. But hey, that's just natural in it at the end of the day, isn't it?
Well, even on a beer, you can do a beer review, couldn't you? And I think we can all agree with this. You can drink it, or halfway down it, can you? And you can finish that beer off.
Yeah. And
you start picking up different notes in it, different tastes,
yeah.
and
I tell you what,
and you come off the camera and you think, oh fuck, I didn't say that. I didn't do this. I didn't.
There are two beers that stand out for me. North Star is actually one of them. Because when I opened North Star, I wasn't getting that much almond out of it. But as it opened up, and I sat there and I had it off, I was like, "This is a completely different beer. It's fucking wonderful." The other one is the tiramisu thing.
Ah, that's a belter.
I fucking hate that beer. I do.
I love that.
Is it Zaya? Is it Zaya?
I got that from my local bottle shop.
YouTube Premier, Barry. YouTube Premier.
I've still got less reviews than every other fucker that's reviewed it. Hey?
Who's that?
That's Zia. I think I've got less views than every other sod. Even Bob down the road, who's got taken his dog for a walk, who's reviewed it's got more views than me on that thing.
Well, I did that after 5 other reviews. I sat in the shed because Wanda was away, and I was violently sick after having it. And when we go back to the conversation earlier of things that make you fucking read, Zaya was in the advent calendar box, and I couldn't drink it. Couldn't drink it.
You could have sent it, mate. You got me address.
So no disrespect then, Barry, but my logic on that is then it's a load of bollocks being first then on all these premieres and stuff. If that's the case,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't. No, I'll tell you what. I haven't looked at for ages on. I tend to look at some of the most popular ones, but then I don't go all the way to the bottom. But I know at one point, not long after it had been released in Tesco's and that, or even a month or so after, I still didn't have that many views, which is quite ironic. But I suppose, like you say, yeah, it's quite possibly it could be a load of balls.
Listen, being first, I don't think matters.
No, I suppose at the time it was me trying to push myself.
No, we've all been there. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm going to be quiet. That is 100% for me. I turn the camera off, then the beer evolves into something else.
It does.
I think we've all been there.
And another prime example is the perfect draft. A lot of the beer reviews I do on the perfect draft.
There are 3 degrees, aren't they? So they're going to chill it down, and when it warms up, it's going to change it.
Yeah, but I review it on the first pour.
Yep.
And I always find the first pint out of the perfect draft, you almost get the best out of it. Okay. So I find you get a lot more flavour, a lot more taste. The body's better, the carbonation's better, the head's more dense. And then as you get down the keg, you do lose a little bit of that. Okay. So that could come across as a bit of a false review, maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, Dean's doing them now. So once Dean's probably had a few more kegs, he can probably...
Yeah, I mean, as a lager goes, 3 degrees, it's bang on the money.
Yeah.
What I found with my first keg, which was the Leffe Noel, it got better as it warmed up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it was still nice at 3 degrees. Don't get me wrong, but the longer that you had it in the glass and it got up to room temperature a little bit more, it just popped more. But that's because it was a dark beer. But I mean, lagers is where it's at. I mean, 3 degrees, you're good to go from the word off. You know.
Yeah.
So hot might be is, but I have a North Star in the fridge, and as we speak, plan to get out at near room temperature.
Yeah.
So room temperature is be where that beer.
Yeah, that's where you're at with that beer. Room temp. Yeah.
Then it's a fucking belter. It's an absolute belter. Yeah. If there is a new release, I would watch all the reviews. Look, you can watch any reviews, but go and make your own mind up.
Yeah, ultimately, everyone has their own views anyway, don't they? I mean, I think at the time when I was I still do things with the perfect draft and Heineken, saying Heineken first or this, that, and the other. But I think at the time when I was trying to say Premier and that, as much as I don't want to be like other people, if you like, you can't help but kind of try and gain a few subs or get a few more.
We've all been there where we want to push our channel, right?
And that was probably 6 months in, so you are trying
4 or 5 years down the line. We're 2 years in May. You're a year in March. We've all done things to try and get that fucking someone watch me, right?
Which is to a certain extent why you do it, isn't it? You don't do it totally for the hell of it, but you probably, like Dean, John as well, you do it so long, you don't need to, do you?
Of course, or you don't. I personally think
feel the urge you switch off from it after a certain degree. I mean, I would the first couple of years, fucking bang, 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 post, and all that, you know, to no avail really. So I just fuck it, just let it do what it wants to do. You know what I mean?
So Kevin says there is a channel in California with 4 guys reviewing a brewery or styles. It's a good way to see what is going on in the beer world. You guys give the international reviews. Cheers.
Great.
So Kev's out in California. Fair play. Always interactive on lives and that, and a really nice guy. And I'm going to message you when I come off here because I'll see if you can get me a beer because it's one I really want to get hold of. Paul's beer reviews. The YouTube premiere thing is hilarious. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I would say that the wording makes you sound a bit pompous. I can't deny that.
Right, let's move on.
I would even look back and say, but
You spell it right, Lamp.
how? Yeah, I would say me saying a
Heineken.
Heineken first and all this, like Heineken Blade first, is a little bit different. Doesn't sound so fucking up your ass, does it?
Yeah. I'll go with that.
You know, the premier, like you're fucking some kind of fucking film star. So I've been guilty of that. I can't deny that, but there are certain other ones out there that do that.
I've done a couple.
But you do what you do, don't you?
I've done a couple, but
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, of course. Simo's put.
It don't mean jack shit in the grand scheme of things. Really, that's how I see it. Don't mean
just people
not on 250 subs.
Just cracked open a bottle of ABK Edel Spiesel beer. Bloody lovely stuff. Don't often see many ABK beers.
Yeah, I've had a couple of EBKs before. Yeah,
I've not, but in Shrewsbury, there's a place called the Tap and Can, which does all the craft beers and all this sort of stuff. I know they have quite a few of their beers on. They won't at the moment in Shrewsbury, obviously, because they're flooded. But
so Paul says, if Barry reviews their Vocation Stout before me, though, I'm going to kill him in the face.
That's all right. I'm going to bomb Tottenham.
What we're going to do, guys, we're going to 10 dead on, and then I'm going.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I disappear for a quick whiz.
We do what we got to do, mate. Yeah. So, yeah, it's. I need to look at more vocation stuff. I've taken my eye off the ball on a lot of stuff, Dean. I've changed things up a bit. I'm not as on it as I was.
I mean, I think for me, vocation, they seem to be doing all right. I mean, they're going in the right direction with like all this barrel aging stuff that they're doing. They've got the one-off series of hopped beers that they were doing when they single hopped IPAs.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've always been in my thoughts. Vocation. They've made some bloody good beers over the years.
Can't get me fucking shirt on.
You fucking resting with yourself there, mate.
Yeah, I've lost. Lost the fucking fight, mate.
I'm back. I'm back.
So
right, I'm back with a vengeance now.
Hot Mart Pieces missing beer festivals. I think I'm missing the pub. I'm missing festivals. I'm missing just fucking life in general. Just being able to go out and do what you want to do is beginning to get sort of quite restricted now.
It's still hard to get your head around, isn't it? You know, we're sort of like 12 months down the line almost, and it's still hard to grasp.
And it's not that; it's worse than it fucking started out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's on the old school stuff now.
So Paul
treat
says,
yourself for 10 minutes.
Yeah, why not,
Banoffee Stout was beautifully presented. I was sold. I had no intention of ordering any beer until I saw that picture on Instagram.
Same here. Oh, look at that.
I think just the word Banoffee though sells it, doesn't it? You got a stout with the word Banoffee on it. You're like, fucking yes, please.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't eat puddings and I don't eat fruit. Now I love bananas and I love banoffee pie. Wang and Impy Stout in there as well.
I'm not a massive banana fan. But in a stout, I'm all right. That's all right. All right, isn't it?
Need a flake now.
Yeah, that's the kind of adjunct that works in an Imperial Stout for me. Banana. Yeah.
Peanut.
Banana just pops. Peanut, banana. Yeah. And of course, chocolate, obviously.
Chocolate. Yeah.
It's just they're sort of a marriage made in heaven, really, for the style of beer. It's great.
So Brendan says it's hard to get a stout poured properly unless it's on draft.
I would disagree there. Nice beer? Yes. Belter.
Wheat beers are a bit of a bastard to pour.
Be an
I
arsehole.
don't know. Done all right.
Yeah, correct glassware though, Buzz.
Ah,
Mark,
Christmas present off the missus, mate. Glasses and the beer.
so Mark's put defo on the best Sainsbury beers, 5 to 5.
Oh, yeah, it takes some beating. And Scott, you need to try this.
I don't think I've had that.
That is take some beating, I tell you, really does.
It is about, yeah. It's up there, isn't it? For the style, it's hard to beat for the style.
Drinkability, price
point,
percentage.
Well.
Absolute belter.
Trouble is, where do you stop in the supermarkets now? I mean, you could go around.
Normally in the beer aisle.
Yeah, well, I do. I'm there for hours. We walk in there, and it's just one just like, see you in a minute.
Yeah.
I actually think this could be a style Wanda could get into.
Well, wheat beer.
Yeah. Definitely this beer, anyway.
But because of the banana vibe in it. The
Banana,
yeah.
there's a sweetness to it, isn't there? It's
yeah,
to be a wheat beer, there's nothing horrible in the taste. Doesn't have a funny old taste.
It's smooth as you like, that beer.
Exactly, yeah.
Smooth as you like.
I mean, I am a huge fan of Patronus.
Yeah,
That's
we're in the same sort of ballpark with it.
Yeah.
But this knocks Patronus out the park.
So Phil Smith, but I'm too drunk to carry on. I might have to drink something else that is less than 6%. Lol, it's all Paul's fault. And Kevin from I've gone the wrong one. It's gone fucking in. Kevin from Home Sharp Brewing, drunk Phil, and keep going, Phil. You're lightweight.
That's it. Support your mates.
Yeah, I mean, Paul went live at 3:00, so Phil's been drinking for 7 hours. There's nothing wrong there, to be fine.
Motherable sessions.
Yeah. And we're up to date in the comment.
Look at my table. Look at that.
You fucking lush.
The lush.
Gonna have to go to tip tomorrow. Empty big fucking bottle thing.
Do you know what? It's not that. It's the bottle one where you can get rid of cans and the fucking recycling. But when you build up the bottles and you have to take them around the old bottle fucking bank, and you stand there like a fucking alcoholic for about 20 minutes trying to get rid of your fucking bottles.
By all accounts, Scott, Wanda told me that you drop your bottles off at night when they're closed and climb over the fence to no fucking seizure.
That's correct. It's not. I don't drink. I generally don't drink bottles of anything. It's like Sam's fucking Desperados. There's fucking hundreds of those fucking things.
Yeah, well, that's why you'd want to go at night, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't want to own up to putting them in a bin.
Hood on, fucking hood on, and everything just in case. But yeah, Sam's Desperados. Wanda has some brother-sided bottles every now and then. And it's just like, it's fucking a nightmare. And you stand there like fucking chucking them in. You're like there for fucking hours. Fucking assholes. So I'm going to put Phil's fucking comment. Scott, I started drinking at 12. Lol. Watching feetball now. Not drunk at all.
He's French. Hello, we are fans of.
It's
fucking what's the name? What was that program with fucking Rene and fucking what's the name?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
I have shit in my pants.
Copper and hello.
That's it, yeah. What's his fucking name? Hello.
Yeah, hello. It was I can't remember the copper was Crabtree.
Yeah, Crabtree. Yeah, Crabtree. That was quality. I loved Hello. My nan and granny used to watch that, and he used to be fucking Hair Flick. He was quality.
Hair Flicker.
With the fucking the ear trumpet.
Paul and Madonna with the big boobies.
Oh, the old guy in the bed. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah. Oh, shut up, you silly woman.
Stupid woman. Just brilliant TV.
Yeah.
The two airmen. Hello.
Yeah.
You couldn't make that now, though, could you? You couldn't make it now because you had that
Christ.
you had that Gestapo officer, didn't you? Bloody, he was
Hair flick and
no, he was a bit woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. He's
You had the fat geezer, didn't you? You had him, and then you had his sidekick, Mimi as well, wasn't there?
Vicky Michelle, wasn't there?
Vicky Michelle. It was a great
Renee, Renee. I love
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that now, Mom.
Nah.
Like Carry On films as well, isn't it?
Wouldn't happen now, would it?
Ah.
You're a vest. Scott, obviously you did that on purpose, you bunch of I'm pissed up the drain poop, hair flick was nothing.
The drain poop. Love it.
That was a great. I used to love Hello because it was so simple. There's no offence in any of it, like just gentle.
Well, there wasn't then. There is now.
No, but gentle old style comedy, and I like.
Yeah. Old school
Slapstick.
comedy.
Almost.
Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I have a cunning. How was it? Hello. I have woofed.
They're pulling Madonna with a big boobies.
Hair flick. Who was the other guy? Hair flick. Was it Hands?
Oh,
Yes, it could have been. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
He was a bit camp, wasn't he? Seemed to come across as camp anyway.
Oh, hang on. Hello.
Hello.
Characters. You have Hair Flick, Renee, Crabtree, Gruber.
Gruber, yeah.
Gruber.
That's it.
Absolutely fucking brilliant.
Do you know what? Talking about TV, right? A real random thing now, even though we're supposed to be beer drinkers.
Oh, fuck it.
Sat down yesterday, my missus was watching fucking Home and Away, right?
Sorry to hear that.
And you think, like, a lot of characters aren't in it. There was some in it when I used to watch it, like 30 odd years ago. Fucking Al
Stewart, is he still in it?
This is where we're going. Al Stewart is still in it, right? And he looks no fucking different, right? Honestly, he looks no different, right? And then in the adverts, there was an advert for some fucking what's going on in the Thames with what was his name? Tony so-and-so out of Blackadder.
Robinson.
Tony Robinson.
Right? And he looks a fucking older than fucking Alf. Well, he was, what was he, about 40 in Blackadder, 30 maybe, I don't know. And now he looks older than Alf. Well, Alf must have been 60 if he was a fucking day 30 years ago, and he looks younger than fucking Tony Robinson.
I'm a bit worried about the bloke that plays Alf Stewart now, because if he isn't careful, he's going to get typecast.
I think he fell into that trap a long while ago, mate.
Flaming Galah.
Jesus.
Honestly, he looks younger now than he did 30 years ago.
Fuck me.
I used to watch. Yeah, I used to watch.
He's got too many hops in him, I reckon. And he's fucking. It's preserving him, isn't it? He's got that much lager in him.
Yeah, I've not watched Home and Away since I was about 18.
I think Danny Minogue was in it when I last watched it.
Well, he looks younger than Danny Minogue.
Fucking.
And he's got less of a tash.
The world's gone mad.
That woman, that pisshead in it. Selena, go and get me some grog.
That was you.
Right, guys, on that note, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Wanda's gone to bed.
Oh, what?
And I can't leave her anymore. She's been good as gold. So I want to say thank you to Dean. Thank you to Barry.
Thank you, Scott. Nice having a catch up with you both.
To everyone else in the chat. And we'll do this
in the chat.
Us three, whether it's on Dean's channel or on Barry's channel, we'll have another one soon.
We'll have another
Yes.
stab at it. Yeah.
And
Wait till my beer's gone down first. I can buy some.
love to you all, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers, guys. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, Scott.
Ta-ra.
Nice to
Ta-ra.
talk to you, mate.